again. Figured I'd do a hammock camp tonight. I know I was wanting to get down to Mark Twain, but didn't get down that way, so got out here and got another hammock camp going here. I'm see if I can turn you around here. I'll wait till people get in here, but it is 6:30 p.m. Central Time. I got my hammock and my tarp. Looking good out here. Pretty humid. It's about 85 degrees, 86 degrees, somewhere around there, 98% humidity. Plenty warm. How's everybody doing? How's everybody doing? See if I can get a picture of my spot this time. It's pretty remote. There's a field in front of me there. Got a creek over there. Got my hammock set up with me. Hey Daniel or Tiff, I don't know which one it is, but how are you doing tonight? How you doing, Ken? Oh, just out for a hammock camp. You know me, just trying to get a camp in. Hey Dan, just a little quick hammock camp here. I'm doing my hammock stand for my truck, overnighter. So I'm sitting here waiting for the thunderstorms. We're supposed to get some pretty bad thunderstorms actually, so I may have to put my tarp down into storm mode here tonight. Looks like it might be in for a good storm. I'm gonna keep an eye on the radar. Hey Daniel. Yeah, your wife came in on the last live, so I didn't know it was her. So thank you tell her thanks for coming in and supporting the channel. I appreciate it. Hey, Life on a Budget, how you doing tonight? Hope everybody's doing well. Looking nice weather. Yeah, it's about 85 degrees. Currently 6:33 p.m. Central Time here. It's looking pretty humid. About 85 degrees, about 90% humidity. Yeah, it's sweating pretty much buckets today, but like I said, for those that just came in, I'm in the primitive part of this campground here. It's where I was at last week, but on the very far side, there's a big old field on this side. This is on the back side of the property. It's I'm back here, way back by myself. There's no amenities over here. Let me see if I can get a shot of the truck again. That's the pole and the receiver mount. Still haven't got my 2-inch pipe that I want to get for it, but it'll work for tonight. I've already slept in it once at the house, but once I get that 2-inch pipe, I won't have to use ratchet straps on that anymore. Not unless I want to. I probably will anyways, to just keep it from moving around. Is that a 12 by 10 tarp? Yes, Dan, it is. It's 108 there. Yeah, I heard it was supposed to get up around 110, so you guys are close. Yeah, I know you guys, Las Vegas and Yuma, we're supposed to all get around 110 this week, so man, you're getting real close. Yeah, I got my big power, well, I say big, for me it's big, but I got my flash fish power bank charging everything this time, since I'm obviously really close to my truck, which is kind of nice because I can bring whatever I want. I've got the tarp in porch mode, so if the weather gets too bad, I'll drop the sides down and shut the ends in if it starts storming too bad. And if it gets that bad, I'll get in the truck for safety reasons. But it's building south of us, coming from the west and the south. It's kind of weird. Got 2 cells coming, so they pretty red, so they look pretty gnarly. So the one south of us, I hope I hope goes south of us, but I don't know. I'll just keep an eye on it and see how it comes in. But yeah, just had a dinner tonight. I'm not gonna spoil too much of my video. I'm actually filming a video too, so uh, I got done with dinner and cleaned my dishes and went for a little walk. But haven't had a whole lot of time to video. I got down here kind of late this afternoon. Um, got set up. The caretaker Tim came down here to talk, and we hung out for a little bit and chatted. And I haven't got to see him since wintertime, so we caught up a little bit and wasted about an hour or so. So that was fun hanging out with him. He's a super nice guy. Yeah, he was down here mowing earlier, so I got a little bit of mowing noise in the background. He was mowing the other side field, so it's pretty cool. I don't know if the chat's still going or not. It's I haven't seen anybody else say anything, so I hope the chat don't freeze in here like it did last time, because I don't have no way to read the read the chat if it does. Herbert, if you're still in here, could you let me know if last thing I see is your comment that is that the 12 by 10 tarp one. Yeah, I seen Daniels, not froze. Okay. Last time I was in on the live, it kept freezing. The chat did, so I couldn't see it. Hi MF, how you doing? Hi Uncle. Well, I don't know if I'm your uncle or not. Could be, could be. You never know. But yeah, I'm out here at camp doing a hammock camp. I got my old trusty 12-foot one wind Aries. I got my underquilt on because, of course, what do we do at camp? We always forget something. Guess what I forgot? I wouldn't have to use my underquilt if I wouldn't have forgot my bug net. So, I guess I'm doing good if that's all I forgot. Only reason I use a underquilt, it's too hot obviously for an underquilt. It's getting down to like 68 for a low tonight, so it's going to be plenty warm. But it keeps the mosquitoes from biting you underneath your hammock. If I had my bug net, obviously I wouldn't have to use my underquilt. But that'll keep the mosquitoes from stinging you out through the bottom. Uncle to Arab people too, huh? Well, I appreciate you coming in and watching. I'm in Southwest Missouri here, USA. It's about 6:38 p.m. Central Time, our time. We got about another hour and a half before dark here. But yeah, I'm much in the thick of the woods here. I'm in a little bit of opening that they brush hog a little bit. Next to the creek over here. There's a creek there. But yeah, I'm just in the back of this field back here. You haven't seen, but I'm hooked to my truck. I made the hammock stand out of a flag pole for your receiver. And then I got a 10-foot stick of 1 3/8 chain link top rail pipe. But I want to get the 2-inch rigid conduit so I don't have to worry about it bending. And then, that 1 3/8, if you use it by itself and don't put a ratchet strap on it, it will bend. But you have to use the ratchet strap to keep it from bending. So once I get that 2-inch, I'll probably still put a ratchet strap on it just so it doesn't, when you move, the receiver doesn't bang around. What's the distance from the ridge to the front? That's a good question. So that's about 6 foot, because I got 12 foot wide and I'm right in the middle. So yeah, 6 foot from ridge line to the poles on each side. And I've got the back side, obviously, well, you can't see it, but down pretty low. So when the storm comes in, I'll probably have to drop the front down too. I don't know. depends on the. I can take some rain but if the wind's blowing, I don't. It depends on which way the wind's blowing. I may have to drop it down and even enclose the ends. Um, it does look pretty bad. Hey, what's up, X3? How are you? Welcome in. I appreciate everybody giving me a like if you wouldn't mind. Ken says, all right, I'm back. Had to take the taters out of the oven and give them a good stir. Hey, that sounds good. Potatoes always are good. I appreciate you guys coming in and hanging out with me. Thanks, Ken, for deleting all the messages. I didn't see what he was posting. I knew he was from another country, so. Are you from America? Yes, I am from America. I'm from Southwest Missouri in the USA. I'm out on a 50-acre piece of property on the back side of the property up against the creek and back fence line of the property, I guess. Hammock camping tonight. Yeah, I would say what I had tonight, but it's kind of a surprise. Well, if everybody was in my live Monday night, they would kind of have a hint of what I've been hinting about having. So I did have something really good tonight and very different. First time I ever tried it. It was super good. Let's see here. Thanks, Ken, for reminding everybody to hit that like button. I'm looking into getting the 12-foot hammock and wondered the orientation of the tarp. Yeah, I mean, you just pretty much hang it. I like my tarp just right above my ridge line. With this one set up, and every hammock setup that has a ridge line, I like mine real close to the ridge line. You can put it as high as you want, but if you go too much higher than that, you can't bring your sides down. You'd have to drop your hammock down lower, and then you could get your sides almost all the way down to the ground. But yeah, you just I usually run and the good thing about the tarp is you don't have to have it on a ridge line. It has two guy lines on the end tie outs, so you just use those, and I just keep it just a little bit, or I even let it touch the ridge line on my hammock, which you could probably see it. The tarp's running right along the ridge line on the top of my hammock, but you can run it a little bit higher, so when you tie it to the tree or whatever else, my guy lines are usually right around my tree straps, either right above them or right below them. But my tree straps I use as a gauge to where to tie my tarp. It's pretty easy. You can play with it pretty good. I mean, I like my hammock off the ground to where it's like sitting in a chair, where my knees are flat, straight out, like I don't know what height that is. Probably around 30, 35 inches off the ground, I'm guessing. So when you sit in it, that way, if I don't bring a camp chair, which I do have my camp chair tonight, I do have my camp chair like I normally do. But if I don't bring my camp chair, I'll just sit in my hammock and cook right out of my hammock with my side table. I've got my Alps Mountaineering fold-up little side table, and I can cook on it. I use it at the side of my hammock to put my drinks, my hat, my keys, or whatever at arm's reach. Sometimes I put my headlamp there, but usually my little gear caddy I've got right there is where I put my phone and my keys and stuff in there. And then you've got that little ridgeline prusik knot for your camp light. That's kind of like a Oolite Obol, but it's by Nebo. Hey Randy, what's up, man? Just hanging out here at camp, having a little hammock camp tonight, trying to get a camp in before these storms, but it looks like we're going to get hit with some storms tonight. So I didn't plan that out. I should have went last night when I thought I should have, but hey, you know, what fun is it? I mean, last time I camped out here in my crude hybrid hammock, I went through a pretty gnarly storm. So this is down in a valley, so I wouldn't really have to worry about tornadoes. But yeah, it looks like we could get some high winds tonight. Some definitely rain. There's some. I was wanting to see if I could bring the uh, radar up on my watch. I don't remember if I have it installed on my watch or not. Uh, Didn't look like I have it installed on my watch anymore. But yeah, there's two storms coming this way. Um, Look like they could have some pretty severe weather in it. So hopefully they go around me. But if not, I'll hunker down. Hey, fishing with JBT. How are you doing this evening? Appreciate you coming in. Yeah, we're just here at camp. Um, I'm showing everybody how it looks around here. I'm in the 50 acres here on the backside of this property, and there next to the creek and the back fence line of the property. Yeah, Randy, it does fun other than the heat and humidity, but other than that's just typical for this time of year. And of course, I forgot my bug net, so I need to add it to my system again. During the winter, I take it off, but I haven't. This is the first time I've used my hammock since it's gotten warm, so um, yeah, I'm gonna be using that citronella candle all night, and I got bug spray, so I should be fine. That's why I put my underquilt on so I don't get stung underneath from mosquitoes. I meant the 12-foot front to back or side to side. I go side to side with the 10 be long enough for the 12 foot head. Yeah, if you get the one wind and you have the ridge line, it's a 12-foot hammock, but the permanent ridge line that it isn't 12 foot long, if you know what I mean, because it hangs at. I've got mine roughly about 30-35 degrees. The ridge line keeps it. That's why you get that permanent hang. Um, that whoopee sling ridge line that this comes with, you can adjust it to fine tune how you want it to lay and what the bow you want in your hammock, because you'll want to lay it 10 and 4 o'clock sideways in your hammock. That way you get your flat lay. So with this dipping down permanently every time I hang my hammock, when I lay in it, it's the same every time. So I would say the end of my hammock, let's hear here, I've got about 2 foot on each end, 1.5 to 2 foot on each end from my hammock. Um, and you can always tie drip lines on your tree straps just in case rain runs in on your tree straps. With the buckle system, it kind of works as a drip line. I have not had water run down my straps into my hammock, um, but there's always a possibility. So if you're ever worried about it, in between the buckle and end of your hammock, you can tie a drip line on the tree strap. That way, if water does run down your strap, it'll hit that and drop down to the ground, so it won't ever go to your hammock. Hey, Off Grid World, I appreciate you coming in. Hey, Hammock Mountain, how you doing, Daniel? Just out here doing a hammock camp out at Wholesome Mills again. It's 50 acres. I'm on the very back side, primitive side of the property. Last week in my tent camp I did over in the camping area. This back here, there's one campsite at the beginning, kind of behind me over here. They call it a campsite, but all it's got is a fire ring. Somebody drug a picnic table over here, it looked like. But on this back side over here, there's not a whole lot over here. Like I said, back there's the creek that runs back there. And then just the field. The brush hogs just this little bit here next around the creek and the end of the property. I got my tarp in porch mode, getting ready for those storms. Fighting the mosquitoes, because of course I forgot my mosquito net. Hey Dan, how you doing tonight? Appreciate you coming in. Appreciate all you guys coming in and hanging out with me. It's just a spur of the moment. probably keep it to an hour or so. I don't know. Just depends on how many people come in and want to chat up. But I was done with dinner and everything and wanted to see if I could do a live tonight. Hey, Villagran's Pit Stop. I appreciate you coming in. Not much, brother. Thanks for the support, man. Hey, Letty. Rain is coming, buddy. Yeah, I seen it, man. Yes, I should have went last night like I was going to. I was going to go down to Mark Twain like I said I was going to, but this didn't work out. This is a lot closer, and I last minute jumped over here, and it said 30 to 40% chance, and I think we're going to get it. There's two L's coming. The one's definitely going to hit me, but it looks small. It is growing. Cool. Can't seem to get their support to answer questions. Sorry to bug you about it, especially since you forgot your net. Oh, don't worry about it. Um, yeah, you can adjust it back and forth. I mean, I may adjust it closer to the truck. I don't know. It just depends on which way the rain's going to come from. Um, I like keeping at least a foot to foot and a half on each end of my buckles just to keep the rain out. Really depends on if we have high winds. The forecast isn't calling for high winds, but you know those pop-up storms that blow in, they can be pretty windy. Yeah, it's super green here. This back part of the property, he usually doesn't cut it as short as the campsites areas, obviously, because in the summer, not as many people use this. The last weekend of September every year, they do a flint knapping festival out here. So I'm hoping to get out here for that this year. This would be a great place for us to do our meetup if we wanted to, guys. I was thinking of that last time I was here. This would be a really good spot. You do have to pay though for this spot is the only bad part, but it's only $10. It's not bad. Um, you just have to pay for the spot. If you want electricity, they do have electricity in the campground area, and it's only $20 a night. Squeezes are horrible on bull shoals. I bet mosquitoes ain't no joke. They will tear you up. You got that right. I've got the citronella candle lantern going over here, and I've got some eucalyptus. I called it mint last week, but it's lemon. Eucalyptus lemon spray that's really good at, and it's helping. I haven't had any, knock on wood, any mosquito bites yet, but they are flying around. I'm praying for the rain. Garden needs water, and the water tanks need to be filled up. Absolutely, yeah, definitely need some rain for you off-grid people for sure. Um, and I'm sure you probably rely on the rain for your rainwater, for your water supply, and there's a lot of people that do. And man, we've had a bunch of rain this year, so if I was living off grid, we would be set right now for water. Off grid, I'll turn my fan and push it down towards you. Yeah, Billy Goods, yeah. Yep. There are enough trees for hammocks. Yeah, there is. On the side where I tent camped, you could put, I don't know, several hammocks in there. There's lots of trees throughout here. Uh, and you don't have to camp just in the flat areas. You can go up in the woods if you want. He doesn't care as long as you don't tear anything up, leave no trash laying around. But yeah, there's plenty of room here to spread out and do tents, hammocks, RVs, whatever. They've got electric hookup if you want to bring an RV out here even. The Canadian mosquitoes are a different breed. They'll carry your cats away. That's what I hear, man. One of the guys I subscribe to that I watch, he went to Alaska last year, and man, they were huge mosquitoes. That's no joke. I wouldn't want to mess around with them. Black flies are bad up there too. I'm over the rain. It's been nonstop past 2 weeks here in eastern North Carolina. Yeah, it's about the way it's been here too. Not nonstop every 7 days a week, but 5 out of the 7 days each week for about 3 or 4 weeks. Actually, we've only had a couple days each week that the sun came out. So today, this morning, it was right nice and sunny, but now it's clouding up and getting real humid. So you know that rain's not too far off when that humidity starts building. I'd say it's probably 100% humidity right now. My watch on my Pixel watch is all, the cover on it's all fogged over, so you know it's pretty humid. Kenya, I'm from South Carolina. It's been raining nonstop. Brings all the bugs out, and instead of cooling down, it turns outside into a boiler room. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's pretty bad. Yeah, like I said, I got this. Uh-oh, I just put it out. Well, I'll get it turned back on. But I got a little mosquito citronella candle. I'll have to get in the truck and get my fire kit lighter. Start that back up before the mosquitoes start attacking me. It's been raining a bit here in Virginia too. I don't mind it because it quiets the cicadas. Yeah, man, those cicadas can get loud. Luckily, knock on wood, um, they haven't really gotten too loud here this year. The spring peepers were super loud a couple weeks ago. They get really loud here, almost as loud as cicadas. But yeah, luckily, with all the rain we've been having, it's kept the cicadas down. They'll get so loud, I'll usually put my earplugs in or use my Pixel buds and put them on noise canceling, and so I can sleep. Yeah, thank you, Dan. Thanks for reminding everybody to smash that like button. I appreciate it. Yeah, I'll have to start that old candle back up again just so keep these mosquitoes down. Yeah, it's really way too warm for my underquilt, but it's better than getting your butt stung or your back stung while you're in your hammock. Um, I'd rather be a little warm and kick my top quilt on and off. I probably won't even use the top quilt tonight, but I may just my real light one just to keep the bugs off of me. But like I said, for it being as warm as it is and humid, I thought the bugs were going to be really bad, but luckily they're not. So, and with this rain coming in, hopefully that will keep them knocked down a little bit too. So, or they may just all group under here with me. I thought of that when the storm hits, all the bugs will probably come under here with me. So, yeah, there's plenty of crickets. The deer came up in the woods right behind me over here. Well, actually in front of me, in front of the truck. They were blowing at me in the tree line. This is their grazing pasture normally, so they were letting me know about it. They didn't want me here. There are quite a few bobcats down here, a lot of owls. Last week when I was down here, I think it was Thursday night, um, they woke me up about a half hour before another storm was coming. That's why I didn't have breakfast. Normally I have breakfast in the morning, and depends on if it's raining or not in the morning, whether I have breakfast in the morning or not. But yeah, those owls were so loud right above my tent. They woke me up, let me know that the storm was coming, because I woke up and I stuck my head out the door of the tent, and I could see the lightning flashing and I could hear the thunder rumbling. So I got my phone out, and man, it was a big storm coming last week. So I got to roll up my tarp and get everything rolled up before the big storm hit, and got in the truck because it was light the time it got there. So I mean, time I rolled up everything, packed up everything, got it in the truck, no more than opened the driver's door, sat down, and it just dumped. So I was so glad that they woke me up and gave me the warning to get all packed up, because I barely made it out. It's like I said, I don't mind packing up when it's wet. I've got a dry bag for my tarp uh, that I just put in the dry bag, stuff in it, and then take home and hang in my basement. But yeah, I don't know. I'll have to keep an eye on the radar. I'll have it running in the background just to give me ample warning. Like I said, I've got plenty of protection down here. A lot of coverage from the trees too. And down in this valley, man, the mosquitoes are coming out more down in this valley for wind protection. Um, there is chances of flood, so I'm far enough up in the back of this pasture and up that if the water did rise, um, I wouldn't get flooded out where I'm at. If I was farther um, east of me over here at the back of the property, that's kind of a low area down there. That wouldn't be a good place to be. Or if I was uh, on the north side of the property over by the creek, is a low area over there that floods. But I looked at the water; it's pretty much down, so we'd have to have quite a bit of rain for it to flood that much. I heard you hang a piece of bologna from a tree 20 foot away from camp. It keeps the skeeters away. Really? I've never heard that either. I'll have to try that. That's a good idea. I mean, anything to attract. And what I do sometimes is bring a couple lanterns. I like the old school gas lanterns for it, but if you hang those in tree limbs away from your camp, it'll draw all the bugs away from your camp too. So, like you put one, you know, left side and far right side away from your camp and run those on low all night, it'll draw all the bugs over to them. So, and then they'll die, on the hot lanterns, kind of like a bug zapper. But they do have those battery powered bug zappers that actually work too. You could hang, but everybody's got those old gas lanterns laying around. I mean, the battery powered ones work too, but they don't get hot and kill the bugs. They just attract the bugs over to it, which helps. But I like the old gas ones for that. Speaking of that, I need to replace a mantle. I got one of my dad's old, well, I got both of his old lanterns I grew up with, and one of them needs a new globe for it. So, and it's the old curved globe, so of course it's harder and more expensive to get. But I need one of those, and then I need one of the regular globes. I've got two that have broken globes. Hammock Mountain. I'm trying to track the bear to the burrito. Hey man, you almost had me for a minute. Yeah, you might as well have said I should have hung it right there on my tent poles. A couple hot dogs or a couple bologna slices. Just hanging right there on my tent poles. More than likely, I'd wake up to the deer eating them or the raccoons or something. We ain't got any, well, I knock on wood, I've never seen any bears here. They say we're supposed to, but in all the years I've ever lived here, I've never seen one. And I spend a lot of time in the woods, so. Hey, Mr. Producer, how are you? Oh, yeah, I'm a hunter too, but not right now. I hammock camping tonight. Just hammock camping out here in the woods. Very pretty. Chirping and singing. It's a really nice night other than humid and sticky. Hammock Mountain, I got my truck with me. I got a homemade hammock stand. That's why I came to do my hammock camp this week. I got that flagpole receiver, and then I've got an 1 3/8 pipe running up with the ratchet strap securing it. I need to get a piece of 2-inch, it'll take up to a piece of 2-inch pipe. So I want to get a piece of 2-inch rigid galvanized so I don't have to worry about the pole bending. You have to use a ratchet strap on it or that pole will bend. But it works good. I slept in it at the house and it held me up good, and thought I'd use it out here because sometimes you go camping, truck camping or whatever, and you don't have two perfect trees. So this way you can have it, and like if you go to campgrounds too, sometimes they don't have very many trees. Yeah, I like it a lot. Let's see here, missing some comments, sorry. Let's say definitely bring the bears in. Yeah, I do like deer hunting though, Mr. Producer, but that's in the wintertime here. Put some honey on your toes too, yeah? they'd come and wake you up plenty early so you wouldn't have to sleep in. Hey, Eddie, how you doing tonight? Thanks for coming in, buddy. Just out here hammock camping tonight, trying out my hammock stand on my truck out here in the back of the 50-acre property out here, Holston Mills, Southwest Missouri. Have you ever shot a mountain lion? No, haven't. They say we have some down in the Branson area, and supposedly up here. Then again, I've never seen either one, bear or mountain lion, here or in the Branson area. I have seen pictures of bears down in the Branson area, but I've never seen one myself. Thanks, Daniel. I like it too. It works pretty good. Pretty good. That way I can just go out and do a quick overnighter anywhere I want pretty much. If I have a tree or telephone pole. Telephone poles work really good. Any kind of post for that matter. One tree, post, telephone pole. I just did. What did I miss something? You should patent that. Yeah. I figured somebody's going to be stealing my idea, but I don't care. I don't care. I'd rather help everybody out and let everybody have ideas. If they want to get rich off of it, go ahead. I don't want to mess with it all. And if I tried to patent it and make any money, I wouldn't make anything off of it. It's everybody else that always makes the money off of it. You know how that goes. Evening, everyone who is in chat. I'm cooking dinner for the family, so I'm listening but not chatting. Appreciate it, Ken. I do. Take care of that family first. Patents are pretty much useless these days because foreign countries rip it off and sell it on Temu. Yeah, for sure. So, I mean, it's not that big a deal to me. Hey, Campfire and Dirty Tires. Thanks for coming in, brother. Appreciate you. Just out here hammock camping tonight. Thought I'd throw a live on and chat with you guys. It costs like 10 grand to patent something. Ooh, forget that. Hey, Den. I don't know if I said hi to you yet, but I appreciate you guys coming in and hitting that like button for me. I appreciate it. Just out here at Wholesome Mills again. I'm on the very back side, the primitive, what I call the primitive side of the property. Farther and get totally out of the what I call the camping area. This is on the south side actually of the camping area over the creek. You go over the creek, the little bridge, and you come back in here to the back part of the property, and there's no amenities, nothing back here. When they had their flint knapping festival, there's a lot of tents and wagons and stuff that they pull back in here. Sounds like a good thing to go out in the woods and just chill. Yeah, it's great out here, man. You need to break out your homemade hammock hitch kit. Yeah, I remember seeing yours. You did a camp there in that parking lot with that, disconnected your trailer and used your hitch. I remember seeing that video. Yeah, that was really cool. I thought about buying one of those. I mean, I can make one, obviously, like everybody else. But I wanted something even cheaper. Even just the still making one of those is, 50, 60, 100 bucks. Depends on how you make it. I've got, I've got 25 bucks in mine. So, I'm pretty cheap sometimes, but, it works. Does about the same thing. I do want to make one where I can, not have to use a pole or a tree or anything. I want to make one like that too, so I can just use the truck, because that's really nice just to stop and throw it up. I mean, but most of the time you can find something to tie it to, a tree, a pole, something. I mean, it's not like you can't find at least a post, a tree, or something. And I do have, when I get the 2-inch, both inch rigid, I've got some rods that I drive in the ground, and I slide those posts over it. And then I have a heavy duty 100-foot rope that you tie to each top of each of the posts and go down to like those circus tent stakes that you drive in the ground. I'm going to make some freestanding hammock stands with those as well. I've not seen any on YouTube quite like it, but I've seen a couple that was similar. Um, he did use ropes, but he used wood and drilled holes and put bolts through them and did bipods. I'm going to try to do single posts and play around with it and see if I can get it to work. I'm pretty sure I can. Don't go barefoot. Yeah, luckily back here where I'm at is not where they're doing the flint napping as much. It's down by the mill where I did that video and footage of the mill area last week. That's pretty much where they do the flint napping, and of course they do it right over tarps and stuff. So, um, yeah, that's not an issue out here. But there's enough stinging nettle and stickers and just all kind of crap in the grass here. You wouldn't want to go barefoot in anyways. When I was growing up, I always did. And, I mean, my feet were all calloused up and everything. That was a whole different story. I just used steel for my scrap pile. Yeah, yeah. I wish I still. That's why I miss kind of my having my dad around. He always had some steel, and I don't have any extra steel laying around my house anymore. I've used it all up, but um, that galvanized, rigid galvanized pipe, man, it's expensive for a 10-foot stick. It's like, depends on where you get it. It's 50 or 60 bucks sometimes for a 10-foot stick. So, um, and I need each stick to be at least 8 foot because I like hanging my hammock. I like my straps above my head to get my proper hang. So that's why I don't cut the poles. I leave them 10 foot, but when I get the ones I want, I'll probably just leave them 10 foot. That way, if I go somewhere and I want to hang a flag on it or something, I can do that too. Full hammock hang for the hitch when you could do stealth camp on the back of someone's moving truck. Yeah, yep, that's a good idea. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna get one for my receiver. I just don't know if I'm gonna make it myself. I don't want to spend 250 bucks for one like most people want for one. There's no sense in spending that kind of money. I'm still looking for someone to drive my truck in the Christmas parade so I can hang my hammock. Well, if I could get there, I'd drive it for you. That would be great. That's actually a good idea. And you'd want to make sure that setup was pretty secure though, driving down. But if you was behind, at least you wouldn't get run over unless there's somebody driving real close behind you. But that'd be kind of cool. Yeah, being on the live, I don't know how close the storms are getting to us. Usually when the birds start quietening down, you know it's getting close, which you can usually hear the thunder by then. Let's see what time it's getting. So almost 7:13. So we still got about 45 minutes, an hour of light left. So all right, Ken, I appreciate you. If I'm not on after you get done with dinner, thanks for coming in and have a good night with the family. Enjoy that dinner, brother. Yeah, I don't know how much longer I'll be on. It just depends on if all the chat keeps going good. I might stay on. I enjoy being somewhere where I can do lives because if I went down to Mark Twain, it'd be hit or miss on if I could do a live or not. Depends on where you're at down there, where you have good enough signal. Pain wagon, hammock, camping is great. Yeah, I love it. Yeah, I'll show you my little setup here. I need to move my tarp over a little bit more. But that's the woods here behind me. And then the field, that's my view out the front of my hammock. And then I've got my throw together hammock stand to my truck. That's what I'm going with tonight. Back on this side of the property, there's only like 2 trees that on this side of the property to hang my hammock. Usually when I'm on this side of the property, I usually use my tent. I could bring my battery powered weed eater, gas weed eater on a different part of the property. I'd have to cut some weeds down to open up some trees, but he's cool with it if you do that. Have a good one, Ken. Yep. Almost looks like the storm is moving straight north. Really? Yep, that's what I thought. So it's probably going to nail me. With the truck being right here, I mean, I'm not too scared. I mean, worst case scenario, if it's that bad, I'll just get in the truck until it calms down. But knock on wood, the last one I was down here and it was pretty bad. Um, I just rode it out. I put my tarp in storm mode and shut the doors and rode it out. It was not too bad. It was really windy and heavy rain, lightning. I heard a bunch of coyotes last night. Yeah. Yeah, they come around here real close. The field, that tree line that's just out front of me there, it opens up to the property behind his, and it's just a big open field. And the coyotes run through that field a lot. They come pretty close to here. Hey Skeeter, how you doing, brother? Thanks for coming in and hanging out with us. Hope you're feeling better, man. I didn't get in on your last live. I will go back and watch it though. Where are you at again? I'm at Holson Mills. It's in between Everton, Missouri and Greenfield, Missouri. Um, the closest town to me is Everton, um, but it's about 5 to 10 miles, somewhere around there, off Blacktop Road. Um, 160, Highway 160 is the closest major highway to me. It's a 2-lane, but it's a blacktop highway. Not much, Skeeter. Just hanging out, doing a hammock camp on this crazy stormy night. I was hoping the storms will go around me, but it looks like they're headed right to me. You guys might get to see them if we hang on here too much longer. I guess I could do a live through a massive storm. That might get some good views. That's good, Skeeter. Hope you're doing all right. Been praying for you, brother. Yeah, it sucks having the issues that you had, but man, you're out there doing it though. Did you do any good the other night on your live, or I guess evening? Stealth camp number 10 this weekend. Oh, cool. Yeah, I'll look forward to that. Got a good place in mind, I'm sure. Yeah, I don't know what my battery life is like. I got it plugged into this big power bank, so I'm doing good on power. I've got my 200 watt power supply. It's a lot like a little Jackery. Didn't cost $200 though. Yeah, I should have brought my tablet so I could have had the radar on so I could see it coming as we're talking. That would be kind of cool. Father Day special. Hopefully my son will go with me. There you go. That would be great. You could put that as a Father's Day special for sure on your stealth. That'd be so cool. I hope that works out for you, man. That'd be a great Father's Day gift. Yeah, I should have thought about doing that with my son. I bet he would have done that with me. Woody, you had a dream that you was abducted by aliens last night. Man, I've had dreams like that over the years, and weird dreams, man. I don't have normal dreams. I have the weirdest dreams. I hardly ever have a normal dream. Skeeter. Yeah. Hmm. I don't know. Maybe that's what's coming as a big alien ship disguised as a storm. Maybe they're going to come and abduct us all. It's probably Bigfoot flying it anyways. Dang, I fished for mermaids, had no luck. Yeah, it'd be nice to... I would almost rather catch a genie, though, than a mermaid, because they can grant your wishes, right? Oh, I heard a mosquito buzz by there. Big skeeter. We got a bigger skeeter on here on live chat right now, man. Go check out Skeeter. If nobody, everybody in here knows who Skeeter is. But if you don't, go check out Hammock Mountain, Skeeter, Woody, Nomadic Camping with Endless Weekends, PR Fishing Journal. How you doing, brother? Thanks for coming in. Go check out Outdoors with Den. Go check out Herbert T Outdoors. Go check out Ozark's Great Adventures, Adventures with Ken. A new here. I started my channel yesterday. Yeah, that's all right, man. I mean, we all got to start somewhere, right? I know you have at least one hammock camp under your belt. I was there at that one. Boy, that mosquito's dead, and I smashed him a good one. They're not biting me. I'm okay if they're not biting me. I'll kill them as they come. Tell another one, Skeeter. Yeah, that was a good camp, you guys. Man, I still think about that all the time, man. That was so much fun. I've never seen 5 channel stealth camp at one time. That was pretty good. Hey, my cousins are around. I better not kill them then, huh? Skeeter does mostly fishing. You know Skeeter, don't you, Woody? Does stealth camping, camping, hiking, mostly fishing. A lot of fishing lives. I like watching his fishing lives. Hold of that patent hammock pole for safety. I guess we're going to test out how strong that old hammock pole is. I probably ought to adjust the straps and get it exactly centered in the middle in case the wind blows sideways. But if it's going to be that nasty, I'm probably just hopping the truck, to be honest. I don't know. I might stay out here on the live and just see everybody watch me get blown away. 5 channels from 5 different states. Man, that's amazing. Think about. And none of us really planned it out. Well, you guys might have, but I sure didn't plan that out. I mean, I like the spur of the moment type deal, like how it unfolded. That was pretty cool. One dream that came to one amazing group of people and friends I've been following on YouTube. Oh man, I appreciate that, Skeeter. I know you was mainly talking about Hammock Mountain and Camping Champion and Sam, but I appreciate it. I was out squash camp making a video. I'm here though now. Hey, Woodsman. Out making a video at squash camp. I'm excited to see that. I like that critter video you had last. Those deer, man. That mama deer's big. The little button buck's kind of cute. Awesome fun times. Can't wait for next year. Yeah, I sure hope I can make it next year. I'm planning on it, but things that are unfolding and happening, I don't know that I'm going to be able to make it. We'll see. That's a long ways off, so I'm not going to count it out. I didn't think I was going to make it this year, and I did, so we'll just see what happens. Lightning rod comes to mind. That too. That too. It's kind of grounded. I could shove it in the ground, so at least kind of be grounded, but it would totally disintegrate your straps and I'll hit the ground. That would be, if I could get that on video, that could go viral. You know, that would beat Hammock Mountain's straps breaking on that sign video. That sucked. It's more of a shock than anything. I mean, I haven't had any of my straps break or a tree fell or anything, but I went to set in my hammock. If you don't have your hammock centered underneath of you right, I flipped over backwards at our camp out at Noblet Lake and hit my shoulder on that little aluminum table that I've got my battery bank sitting on here. And I've got a big scar on my back. It hurt like heck. I flipped over out of my hammock because I didn't pay attention to, I was pushing down on it and I set mostly on the underquilt and missed it and it flipped me over and that was pretty sore. I'll be up Tony's meetup next year. Awesome, Woody. Yeah, I'm planning on going, and hopefully it works out that I can. But like I said, if I don't, I'm not gonna say I'm gonna be there 100% until I'm almost on the road. Just so, but things happen. You know, I know people was planning on going there. There was a couple people car trouble this year that was coming, but couldn't go because of car issues. So anything can happen at the last minute. It was originally just going to be me and Skeeter. We were really happy to have you along. Well, I appreciate it. I didn't want to intrude, and I'm glad you guys asked me to go, and that was fun. And of course, Camping Champion and Sam showing up was really cool. I was hoping they would. If you ever come through Ohio, I can take you fishing and camping. Hey, Life on a Budget. Thanks for coming in, brother. Yeah, definitely will. We drove through on the way to the meetup this year. That'd be awesome. Yeah, you got a lot of good places to camp. I know you've got a couple good spots for stealth camping. I heard. Thanks for the invite. Life on a Budget. If I ever get up there, I'll sure reach out to you. Yeah, I've got both of my game cameras tonight. I've got to put them up. I guess I don't have to put them up before dark, but I'm gonna put them up before I go to bed and just see if I can catch some of these deer and maybe a coyote or something on. Uh, I need to position them just right. But yeah, I have both of my game cams this time. I actually remembered this time. Yeah, don't want you going to the hospital, but man, that hurt like heck falling out of that hammock, man. Yeah, I hate when you do that, man. I hate when you put game cams up, Woody, and you forget to turn them on. I've done that. I don't know how many times. I'd like to get a Wi-Fi one. Mine are the cellular ones, and they'll send video and photos to your phone. Not every time. I don't really care for the cellular ones. I'd like to get a Wi-Fi one that I could watch, like turn it on and watch live feed. So that way, if you hear something out, you can look out, and see it before having to open your tent and scare it away. I'd like to be able to, if I hear an animal, I can see what kind of animal it was or whatever. And they make good security cameras, the Wi-Fi ones. My first try in a hammock had a zip-up bug net, set down in the bug net over me, flipped over backwards on the, was trapped inside. Oh crap, that sucks. And you don't want to use a knife to cut your way out, but I mean, if you had to, I guess that would have been a option. Yeah, the mosquitoes are starting to get thicker out here. May need to turn that. I need to go get my lighter, and I may run and get my lighter real quick. I can still talk to you guys. I got my earpiece in. Let me catch up on chat real quick. Did you watch Rewild a few videos ago? Hammock hit the ground. Yes, that sucked. Yep, I thought of that video too. I was watching that. That was in that new area he went camping too. Yeah, he he's like, yeah, I leave it in there. I'm real. I said, yeah. I've never caught any of mine on video. I guess that one time at Knoblet Lake was the only time I actually fell out of a hammock. It wasn't because it fell. I didn't set in it properly. First fire in the Squatch camp with flint still today. It was sweating it. Congratulations, man. I'm looking forward to seeing that. Point on cam at the hammock at least during the lightning. Yep. I want to, yeah, I'd have point one towards, definitely towards the setup. So, in case something happens or something fails and I fall, I definitely want to get something on camera. Most people think it's because you're scared and or whatever for security. No, it's for to catch Canon camera. Yeah, that'd be awesome. Hey, Matt, two guys, how you doing tonight? Appreciate you coming in. All right, Daniel, appreciate you coming in, brother. Hope you have a good evening. Thanks for hanging out with us for a while. It's always good to catch up with you. Yeah, let me grab that lighter so I can get this citronella candle back running, because that's why the mosquitoes are coming back in. They're over here in my truck. I'm sure you guys can still hear me. I don't know if you guys can still hear me or not, but of course I put my bag in the wrong spot. Let me know if you guys can still hear me. I think you can. One good thing about being close to the truck, I can get stuff when I need it. But these little citronella candles are pretty cool. Look like little lanterns. You get them at Walmart or Menards, any hardware store. Bass Pro. Look like a little lantern. I'm missing the top, but they work pretty good. I like taking the big 4-wick candle, citronella candles out when I'm bank fishing. Set one on each side of us. Wireless mic not working. I may not have it plugged in. Oh, I bet I didn't connect it when I set up my live. That's right, you got to manually connect it. Well, that sucks. Wireless mic not working. Yeah, because I didn't set it up like an idiot. Yeah, I'm using my hammock frame. Matt. Since that's a 3/8 pipe, you've got to use the ratchet straps to keep it from bending. Once I get that 2-inch piece of rigid conduit, galvanized conduit, I want to get the galvanized so it don't rust. You wouldn't have to use the ratchet strap, but I'm still going to, just so it doesn't, that if you move at night or something, that receiver won't rattle, just to make it more secure. But yeah, it's pretty secure with that ratchet strap. It ain't going nowhere. I've slept in it in my yard that one night, so I have slept overnight in it already. But figured I'd get out here and try it out. I was going down to Mark Twain, but it just didn't work out. And with these storms coming in, I'm kind of glad I didn't go down to Mark Twain now. Just subbed to Hammock Mountain. Appreciate that, Woody. He'll really appreciate that. He's a really outstanding gentleman. He went out of his way for me. Him and Skeeter and Campo and Champion Sam inviting me out to that camp. It was really nice of him. But yeah, he does some really good stealth camps. I put a secondary strap as a safety strap in case the strap breaks. Yeah, always have a backup for a backup for a backup. I guess I don't need my earpiece in anymore. If it's not connected, I was a goofball and didn't connect it when I was setting up the live. I'm in and out, man. Sorry, taking care of many things. Oh, I understand, Randy. It was just as random. I didn't figure if everybody's busy, you know. I appreciate everybody supporting it and hitting that like button for me and just coming in. But since I was last minute doing a camp, I figured getting a live and a camp together when I can, because down in Mark Twain it's hit or miss. Up on the top of the mountain where Randy and I went, you can do a live up there, but down at the bottom it's not a good enough signal usually to do a live down there. I hear a car coming down the gravel road, so I don't think anybody would be camping with the storms coming in. I'm the only idiot probably that's going to camp tonight. Do earbuds work like a mic when you're live? Yeah, if you set it up before you go live, yes, it does. Especially in StreamYard. Now, I've not used it in YouTube live. Since I'm doing the YouTube live this time, I thought about doing the StreamYard again, which I like StreamYard better, but it does work during lives on StreamYard for sure. I'm pretty sure I've seen where you could set it up here on YouTube as well. but I didn't do it. I did everything else, but I didn't set it up. I just assumed it would automatic work, but it didn't. I like the earbuds instead of getting microphones because microphones are just microphones. My earbuds, like I said in my live, you can use it for a million different things, not just music. I use them in my hammock when I'm watching videos and stuff because when you're at night, I found when I'm watching videos in a tent or hammock or whatever and have the volume up, it disturbs the wildlife. I've had that bobcat for one during the winter threw a fit because I was listening to a video and watching and I was in his territory obviously, but he let me know about it. Scared the crap out of me. I didn't even know he was it was right behind the tree that I was strapped to that he was that close. Screamed so loud, I literally had to check myself. I mean, I was shocked. So, I mean, it startled me. So, not that I was scared, but I mean, being that close and that loud. Randy's last video was epic. Yeah, his video was good. If it's not everybody, I'm sure everybody in here has seen his last video, but if you haven't, definitely go check it out. Yeah. And of course, this one I'm talking in it, so I'm just thinking about talking all the time. I don't know. I love doing the ASMR videos; they're my favorite, and I love watching them. Those are my favorite. But I don't know. This is easy for me. I mean, you do more editing with the talking videos than you do the ASMR for me. Randy says he does more of the ASMR, but you know, and it is hard to sometimes think of what you're going to say. I mean, you can edit it out or you can do different cuts. Everybody knows. I mean, everybody does YouTube videos, but it's a lot of work. You get, hour to 3 hours worth of footage and you're trying to cut it down to half hour, 20 minutes. I mean, it's a lot of work. That's why I think you can. Obviously, you do way too much videoing, but you want to do enough to make sure you have enough footage. But doing 20 or 30-minute videos, I mean, there's no sense in doing 3 hours worth of footage, in my opinion. I mean, because you're going to be editing for 3 days. Purple Rain needs headphones. Yeah, yeah. Plus, I mean, with the noise canceling with the earbuds, it's nice because if the cicadas are loud or the spring peepers when they were real loud, they act as earplugs too, so that's kind of nice. And you can have your music real low. Or I listen to audiobooks a lot when I'm camping. People's always saying, well, when the winter comes along and it gets dark earlier, what in the world do you do? Well, you got plenty of video time. I edit like Tony does as on the go, so when I'm done camping, for the most part, I've got most of my editing done. Now I'll add different stuff and I'll fine tune it when I get home for a final cut, but you know, you always have editing to do. I do. And then I always catch up on all my videos. And wintertime is when I keep caught up with supporting people's videos because you have plenty of time. I do my audiobooks, my devotions. Uh, I love doing first thing when I get up in the morning, but sometimes I do double devotions during the winter because I have that extra time. So it's a good time to do that. Still can't understand what they are saying in ASMR. Well, you can read their minds and you can just play around. Like, especially the guys that I know their voices, like Luke from Total Outdoor Gear Review. His Quiet Place Adventures channel is really cool. But I can hear his voice and I can hear him if he was talking what he would be saying when he's doing his quiet videos. So that's kind of cool. You can just dub your own voice in it. Yeah, editing a live is a good thing because there's a lot of stuff that you'd like to cut out or don't mean to say or whatever, and you can cut it out just for uh, reasons, not just because you don't want to look ignorant, but I mean, it's just, yeah, you can edit lives, which is really cool. I usually don't, unless it's something really bad bad. I usually don't mess with lives. I just leave them as they are. Um, I don't mind looking dumb. I just don't want to accidentally say something that might get you in trouble with YouTube or something because lives. But that's a good thing about letting it upload before you make it public. So that way, if there's something in it, YouTube will catch it before it actually posts. Which that's why it takes so long for them to upload it, in case there is something in your live that they want to flag. But also too, I don't know if most people do it, but I did learn, and I've been trying it for probably 6 months now. But if you go when you go to upload, most people schedule, like I know Randy does and I do. If you schedule your video to post at a later time, like most people do, you're okay. But a lot of people, like when I first started out, you get your video edited, you're excited, you just upload it and make it public right away. But if you upload it to unlisted or private first for a day, 24 hours they suggest, 24 to 48 hours, and then make it public, um, the algorithm will get your videos out there a lot better. It does work because when I first started, that's what I was doing. I was just editing and I was uploading it and making it public right away. And once I started scheduling my videos to come out at a later date, or uploading them to unlisted or private, and then make them public after a day or two, yeah, it helps a bunch. Helps a lot. I just learned that, see here, I'm struggling to edit my next video. Thing keeps popping up. I just can't get in the groove yet. Yeah, some videos, I don't know. So weird that some videos you have a lot harder time with than others. I know my last week's video I had a lot harder time than normal. And sometimes when I feel pressured, that doesn't make it any easier. You feel pressured to get it out. Like when I'm behind or I'm just rushing to get a video out, I hate doing it because I hate feeling rushed. Especially when I'm editing or whatever. I don't like doing it when I'm rushed. You make mistakes or I don't know. It's just harder. I have to re-edit my fire muffin video. Something went wrong and it freezes the video every time there's a splice. Yeah, what did I have? Oh, hey Randy, if you're on here, when you was telling me you was having problems with your videos putting the line on top and on bottom, I found out with mine was doing that on the last two videos I had, and I found out with mine it was because there was a clip in it that had those bars on the top and bottom. And if there's any clip in your video, it makes all the clips that same ratio to match it. So that's why my video, I don't know if that's what was happening with yours, but my 210 intro that I have is at full frame. So if I put that in my videos, I have to put it in at the very last. Because if I put it in first, all the other videos follow that same ratio all the way through. So I have to put that my intro clip in at the very last if I want to put it in, or it won't. For some reason, if you put it in first, it makes all the videos that same ratio. It's weird. But if you put it in last, it works fine. I don't understand why putting it in first or last makes a difference, but it does. It does and I know we use this same editing software, so I didn't know if that's what was causing yours. I had to reset everything. Haven't had troubles now. Yeah, I never had any troubles before, and then mine started doing it, and I was like, wait, that's what Randy was talking about. And I was playing around with it, and I edited it, had it done, everything up, even before I realized it, uploaded to YouTube, and I looked at it, had those stupid lines on. I said, what in the world? And I got to playing around with it and figured it out. It was that stupid intro clip. So I need to redo my intro to where it's the same ratio. Or put it in last. That sucks having to reset everything. I tried to stay a couple of video ahead. That way no rush to edit and just film. Yeah, if I had more time or did more camps. I just need to do more camps and stay ahead of it. A lot of times I the weather here lately, I'm lucky to get one camp in a week, so I haven't been able to stay ahead. All the videos that I had ahead, I've already posted. So um, definitely during the fall and winter, I'll be able to catch up and get videos ahead. But right now, you know, and it getting too hot, I won't feel like doing 2 or 3 videos a week either. I think mine was my phone settings. Randy, that's weird. Mine was definitely that intro. I just quit using the intro and it fixed it. So I'm assuming that's what it was because I haven't changed any settings. DaVinci Resolve. Fillmore is getting too glitchy. Yeah, I've heard the DaVinci Resolve is a good. I did play around with that before I started using UCut, but I don't do my editing on a computer, so you're really limited on good editing software for the phone. I know UCut is good, Pro. Uh, what is the other one that I tried? CapCut. That's a good one for mobile. Um, I think the Adobe one is pretty good. The video editing software for Adobe. You have to pay for that one more than all the rest of them. Um, what other one have I played with? Power Director's okay. They do have a lot of stuff for Power Director for mobile that's pretty decent. I just don't like it as much. It's not as user friendly as UCut for me. I'm so used to UCut, but Power Director is pretty decent, and it's not too expensive to pay for it either. So you don't have the watermark. Let's see here. Same for me, Dan. Thanks for pointing it out. Thanks for subbing to each other. Yeah. Sometimes, man, I'll think I've already subbed to this guy and I'll check. I'm like, well, I'm not. I need to start making everybody moderators that come in here just so they can all help. Yeah, I'm gonna start making everybody that comes in regularly a moderator just so you can go to each other's channels and stuff. I think, especially for these camping lives, I don't know. I'm still on the fence about doing my regular lives. I like StreamYard, but being in StreamYard, you can't do all the moderator settings and everything like you can on YouTube. And you do seem to get more views and uh, more people coming into your YouTube lives than the StreamYard lives. I don't understand why, but you definitely do. I've been testing it out. That's why I've been doing both more. And you do get better views and hours on using YouTube Live than StreamYard. You wouldn't think it'd make a difference, but it does. I've definitely tested it enough to know it makes a difference. Why is my chat stuck? Okay, it started going again. I hate when it gets stuck. Let's see here. I still use InShot on my phone. Yeah, InShot. I did try it a little bit. I didn't try it very much. I know a lot of people that use InShot. It's kind of like CapCut, a lot like it. It's free. Yep. InShot does have the watermark in the bottom corner like Power Director if you don't pay for it, right? I want to say the InShot has the watermark in the corner. It doesn't bother a lot of people, but UCut will have the watermark too if you don't pay for the Pro. But the Pro was only like, it was real cheap. It wasn't. It's a one-time payment and it's really cheap. So I mean, I don't know why you wouldn't get the Pro and UCut. Hey Colby, what's up, brother? Catch any more 5-pounders lately? Yeah, if you all haven't checked out Colby's channel, go check out Colby, man. He's got a really good, does a lot of good fishing lives, and yeah, really good guy. He just caught his personal best 5-pound bass. I don't know, you might have caught, I haven't checked out, see, I did check out the one of your last lives, but I don't know if it was your last one, the one that you rode your bike to. You was on that, looked like a dock or something. I didn't catch you catching anything. I think he was rolling out when I stopped watching. Power Director's $35 a year. Ooh, that sucks. See, I won't use the editing software unless it's a one-time purchase. That's why you got Pro was one-time purchase. Yeah, I don't like the continual pay every year. That's just stupid. I mean, a lot of it is because I know Power Director has a lot of AI stuff and built into it. I mean, it may be worth it to some, but it's not to me. I use CapCut for my thumbnails and UCut for my videos. Yeah, yep. I use Adobe for a lot of my thumbnails now. Adobe works really good. And you can use the free. You're really limited on the free, but I think it's a yearly subscription as well if you pay for it for the Pro. But there's a lot of stuff you can do with Adobe and what's the other one I use? I use even UCut has some good stuff that you can do thumbnails with too. Not much. I've caught 5 bass in the last week. None under pound and a half. Average about 2 3/4 pound. Wow, that's awesome, Colby. Yeah, y'all go check out if you guys like. I know you all like fishing. Go check out Colby's channel if you would. Give him a thumbs up and tell him I sent you over. I got Den. I never did put Matt as a moderator. We'll put everybody as moderators so you can check out everybody's channels every time you come in. Okay, I got Den as a moderator. I'm trying to make sure I got everybody that comes in that I trust as a moderator. I need to put Woody as a moderator. That way you can all check out each other's channels and give everybody a sub and a like and follow along. I mean, Colby, I'm pretty sure you know who Mission Discover is. He's about your age, maybe a little older. He just graduated high school. Mission Discover did Nolan. I don't know if you follow his channel, but he does a lot of fishing lives and a lot of fishing, slingshots, archery. All my editing's on a 27-inch monitor. Yeah, I'd like to. I like that. Hi, Kelly. Kelly's Vlogs. How are you tonight? Sorry I missed saying hi to you. Appreciate you. Yeah, it's starting to get a little darker. It's 7 minutes till 8. I see the clouds rolling in, so the rain's probably getting close. Yep. That's good, Kelly. Yeah, if everybody wants to check out everybody's channel and go sub and tell everybody I sent you over there. Hammock Mountain Skeeter was in here earlier. They'd appreciate it if you go check their channels out, Hammock Mountain and Skeeter. Go check them out and give them a sub and a like. Tell them I sent you over there. Kelly, we're doing a hammock camp tonight. Got my little hammock stand for my truck. I'm doing my first official camp overnighter. I did an overnighter in my backyard at home to test it out when I first made it. Works pretty good. Got my trusty one wind and hammock and tarp. Just out here in the back of this 50-acre property next to the woodland. Doing an overnighter. Hold that pole. When it lightnings, you want me to hold it? Here, let me hold it. Maybe we'll get some lightning. How long you want me to stand here, Herbert? Hold it. It's really strong, man. I can pull it. Moves the whole truck. That'd be funny. Oh man, almost tripped and fell. Another stick. Yeah, lightning rod's always good. Oh, I'm glad I got the big feet on my camping chair. It'd sink in the mud if it didn't. It's raining in northwest Arkansas. Yeah, that big old storm was coming through. It looks like it's headed straight this way. With my phone, I don't have my tablet with me this time, or I would be able to see the radar. I'm already been on longer than I thought I was going to. I was hoping it'd start storming just so I could get it on the live. But I don't know if it's that bad. I'll just hunker down in the truck if it's too terrible. Just till you get a tingle. Yeah. Oh, I wanted to adjust my hammock here real quick. I'm going to adjust my straps down longer, get my hammock more centered. I want to make sure they're exactly the same on both sides. Alright. I'll loosen this side up. Alright. I guess I could put it on the ground. That'd be fun. It got me a little closer to exact center. Like I said, if it storms too bad, I can bring the ends down in storm mode. Yeah, that's a little more centered and lowered down a little bit closer to the ground, just for if I do need to bring the sides down, I won't get wet. But if it's storming that bad, I'll definitely get in the truck. Can you cut on a tablet? Depends on the tablet, yes. If it's, I forget if it needs to be Android 9 and above, I believe. I can't remember. My tablet does UCut, but my tablet's not 4K capable, which I've reverted back to 1080p just because my storage on my phone, I can't get more than an hour's worth of footage. 2 hours worth of footage on my phone before I have to remove the files off before I can actually edit it on my phone. My phone's only 128 meg. It's a real small storage on my phone. Once I get the 9 or better pixel, I'm going to get the 1 terabyte, so I don't have to worry about storage. But I definitely don't have the storage to do a lot of 4K footage on my phone. I have to pull the footage off. My tablet's not 4K capable, so I can't do the editing on my tablet. I wish I could. The big one is still down by Bentonville, Arkansas. Cool. Yeah, I was wondering if that small one was going to miss. I was pretty sure it was going to split and go around, but I'm not wasn't 100% positive. I'm glad, because it had some pretty good red cells in it. I did hear some thunder earlier. Now all I hear is an airplane. Can't get away from airplanes no matter how far out you go. I couldn't get cut on the laptop, but I can get a cap cut. But cap cut on PC seems way more complicated. Yes, definitely. Yeah, you can't put on a PC. I tried to put it on my Chromebook, and it's not capable of my Chromebook. Now, I think the newer Chromebooks, it's compatible with Chromebooks. My tablet, it does work on it, but when you put 4K, now that I'm doing 1080p again, I could use my tablet to edit on. But if your tablet's not 4K and you shoot 4K video, yeah, it won't work. My tablet's a pretty good tablet, but it is old enough now that I need to upgrade my tablet someday. But that's not high on my list. I'd rather upgrade my phone right now because I'll do it all on my phone. I want to get the Pixel 9 Pro, or when I'm ready to upgrade, it'll probably be a 10 out by then, but I want to get a terabyte storage and the Pro so it'll be bigger, and I can just do all my editing still on my phone. I like having it all on the phone. You don't have to transfer any files over. You don't have to mess with all that. And all you gotta do is edit on your phone, upload it to YouTube. That's it. It's a lot smoother and quicker. I hate transferring everything over to a PC, then transferring and then uploading it from your PC to YouTube. Yeah, it's a pain. That extra transfer takes a lot of time. Yeah, I do everything on my phone too. I just don't see any reason to do it. As long as you can edit what you want to edit and do everything on your phone, there's no reason really, in my book, to use a computer or a tablet. Now, if you want a bigger screen, you can just cast your phone to your my 70-inch TV in the living room, like I do a lot of times, and you can see all day long if you want. Or if you have a Bluetooth monitor for your computer, or you get an adapter for your monitor, you can cast to your monitor from your phone and have a bigger screen. So really, virtually, there's no reason to have a computer to edit. Really, if you can get good quality, if you want the expensive editing software on mobile too, just cast a bigger screen, and then you'll have a bigger screen. I mean, that way you never have to upgrade a computer or tablet because once I get my new phone with more storage, yeah, I won't have to. That's why they did away with these phones with external storage, SD, micro SD storage, because they want you to buy a more expensive phone. Any really expensive good phone anymore, there's no external storage. So unless you put a USB-C flash drive in, but it's kind of a pain in the butt. And if you have a battery pack plugged in or something, I mean, you'd have to get a splitter. It's a big pain, but you can do expandable storage or use a Bluetooth storage device with your phone. I could do that, but it's to get a high transfer rate, it's expensive. That's what I'm struggling with my GoPro. I have to transfer it all to my phone and don't stay in order. Clips are scattered, randomly makes everything so hard. Yeah, yeah. I thought about getting a DJI Osmo 5 action camera, but there's no need in doing that. All that. I mean, yeah. The only reason I'd want to because it's waterproof. Um, I hear that new phones are coming out with some more waterproof versions, which that would be a game changer for me if I could get a phone. I don't know if they'll ever make a phone 100% waterproof, but they pretty much could if they really wanted to. I know you can get cases for them that make them waterproof, but mobile apps never have the bells and whistles you can get on a laptop, though. That's true. If you get the right software, they do. But like I said, um, you can connect your phone to your laptop and pull your files off, and that's what I used to do. But yeah, I mean, UCut has everything I need as far as editing. I mean, if you want to get into Hollywood movie quality, then no, your mobile isn't really going to do as much as you would like to. But I never plan on getting into that depth and then quality. I mean, it's YouTube. I mean, I'm not planning on it being movie night for anybody. Yeah, I mean, cast your TV there, Matt. I do it all the time, especially like if you're at a family get together and they have Chromecast or they have what's Apple's Aircast or iCast or whatever. Um, yeah, you can just any TV that's Bluetooth capable, or you can hook through Google Home uh, and connect to the Wi-Fi in the home and cast that way too. But yeah, it's nice. Like you want to share pictures or you want to share videos with your family when you're at a get together. Just cast through your TV, man. It works great. Um, Sometimes it lags a little bit, but if you got a good connection, it should work fine. Mine usually does. Yeah, how's your new mics, Randy? Played with them much? Rock steady and horizontal hold is excellent on DJI Action 4. Yeah, the DJI Action 5 is what Sam's got, Northwest Wind. I really like it. If I was going to get an action camera, I'd get the 4 or the 5 for sure. Um, and they have Bluetooth and Wi-Fi as well, and you can transfer that way, and you can connect it to your app on your phone, which is really cool. And they have active track too. That's why I like my DJI Osmos Pocket gimbal, 6 gimbal. It has active track and everything on it. It makes your phone like a Pocket 4, Pocket 3. Hey Ed, how you doing tonight? There's no substitute for a laptop. I went to college for TV broadcasting. You don't get the necessary function with a mobile app. Yeah, I mean, if you're worried about top quality videos, like I said, and movie quality, then no, for sure, you're not going to get the stuff you need. But if you're wanting to really do high quality videography channels that you're really worried about all the fine tuning adjustments and everything, then yeah, definitely you have to do it on a laptop. There's no question there. But I don't think YouTube was ever intended on, if it's more of a vlogging channel like ours are, I mean, quality's good too, but I mean, if you're starting to make really good money and really want to turn them in high quality, like Trents of Travelers channel, a lot of these big YouTubers, yeah, they've got the cameras, they've got the gear, they've got the software, but they can afford it. They all started out, well, they started out less than what we have. Like Joe Robinette, man, he started out on 3G cell signal. Oh, here comes the rain. But yeah, his first videos were just, most of the YouTubers I started watching back then were just you could barely see the, picture. It was so bad quality. These storms coming in might affect my signal here, but we'll see. I hear rain coming in the background. Yeah, pulling the camera out of your card and into a laptop, yeah, but you still have to transfer it. I mean, you can edit it directly off your SD card, not transfer it to your computer, but I always recommend transferring it from your SD card to your computer, because I've done editing, tried to do it straight off a card before, and I've gotten errors and stuff. If your card goes bad, I've had problems with editing that way. I didn't bring a light in here either. Good night, everyone. Back to work. Thanks for stopping in, Matt. I appreciate you. Yeah, I do a lot. Just never thought about doing it when editing videos. Yeah, you can. Good night, Matt. You can do live on Action 4 and 5. That's awesome. Do direct lives off them. Yep. 59% of your video is your audio, and you just don't get that with an app. Yep, for sure. The audio, definitely you don't. Half as good as Randy's. All he uses is UCut Pro, man. Different angles. He can show you a thing or two. If you want to put all the work into it, I mean, it's a lot of work to do that, but yeah, nothing worse than having to constantly turn the volume up or down through. You hear the thunder? My first clap of thunder. It's coming close. Yeah, I think so, Dan. I always heard do not delete off the card unless you're doing it with the camera. Yep, for sure. I'm going to get a light before the rain starts pouring. don't know. I don't know if they'll be light enough or not. The rain's gonna start. If it starts pouring too much, I'm not gonna be able to get the game cameras up either. And the thunder rolls. Yep. Good old Garth Brooks song. I don't know if these lights will be bright enough. I didn't bring my super bright. I didn't know that I was gonna do a... Oh, that's almost like campfire story light. Probably not very good lighting. Don't have any. The aluminum's not won't magnetize my... If I could get that to... Oh yeah, thunder's good. When I transfer to my laptop, it puts them in order. Yeah, usually when I would do my action camera, it would put them in order for sure. I don't know if those lights help. That one don't help much. That one's good for when you're going to sleep, but I don't know if that's enough light or not. The micro storm picked up and is almost over you. You see where I'm at on the map? Of course, all I got was 1 gallon thing of water. My cup's in my truck. I'll make a drink out of the 1 gallon jug. Yeah, the wind's picking up and hear it blowing through the trees. I was hoping to get a little bit of it on the live. With that wind picking up and everything, it did definitely made the mosquitoes move on. That light's probably not very bright. Lightning bug. Collect rainwater. There you go. Cut the top off the jug and just collect rainwater. Ooh, I want to catch that lightning bug. I was hoping he'd come over here. I don't know if that lighting is very good or not. A lot of shadows out here. I didn't bring my really bright. I want to get one of these. Well, I'm not going to spend $120, $140 on it, but Outtask has a really nice light for night lighting for Luke at Total Outdoor Gear Review uses it for his lighting at night and stuff. It works really good. Amazon's got one that's just like it for, it's either 50 or 60 bucks. I was tempted on buying it for lighting at nighttime. I'm using that string light that I have that I usually string over my tarp for my hammock. It's a dome. It's kind of, well, I'll show you. It's this light here, and if you, it's the string light. It gets pretty bright, but it's got a high, low, medium. Wow, that's right there. Yeah, I forgot my really good lantern, and I have a. It's almost like a shop light, but it goes kind of like your DeWalt set, your cordless drill set. It runs on my batteries for my cordless drills and stuff. It's a really nice bright light that I like using for night lighting. Yeah, this light's really cool because if you pull the string out and you roll it up inside itself, it's got a little. See if I can pull it out. It's got a little crank on it, and you can use it as a charging station. It's got the underneath here. It's got the USB-C and USB that you can use it for a power bank too, and it's got 3 magnets on it. That magnet, it'll stick to my truck or whatever. But you got this. It's got a hook on the end of it, and it's a string light, and you can hang. That's what I usually string through my hammock tarp, and then you've got little string lights It's 18 feet. Whoa. You pull it out 18 feet, and then you just roll it back up inside itself. So you got your string lights for your canopy, and then you've got your dome lights too for like instances like this or whatever. So yeah, it's like 20 bucks. It's not too expensive at all. Hey, mainly off grid, how you doing? You're gonna like my video that I did my dinner. Can you hear the rain? It's starting to rain finally. What's up, Donut King? Yeah, I don't have any apple frittlers with me or any, well, I may have something else, but I can't go into too much details because I'm doing a video too, so you're just gonna have to check out my weekly video on Tuesday to see what I made up for dinner tonight. I think you'll get a kick out of it, brother. Which light you using? This is camp lights, but it doesn't have an actual brand name to it. You can get them on Amazon. See, Amazon, I don't know if Walmart online has them. eBay, I think you can get them. Temu, obviously, AliExpress. I can't remember what the name of it is. If I could get on my phone or if I had my tablet, I could tell you, but it's called camping lights, and it's got a picture. Let me turn the light off. It's got a picture of that flame. I don't know if you can read that. Camping lighting. But look at it and look on Amazon. They sell them on Amazon. I can't remember how much Bomb Outdoors has a link to them on his site. I got mine for under $20 on, I can't remember if I got mine on Temu or Amazon. I don't remember. I've seen them for $25 to $35 on Amazon, and I've seen them under $20 on sale on Amazon, so they're really a good deal. 18 feet of string light, plus it's a power bank, and it lasts on high usually 3 to 4 hours, so it's quite a long time. If you put it on low, I think I've gotten about 8 hours out of it on low. Boy, it is starting to rain. I might have to push back a little farther. I was afraid the wind was going to blow in front of me. I don't want to have to lower the tarp down, but I will if I have to. I just don't want my phone and my power bank to get wet. Oh man, that's pretty heavy rain. Here it comes. And it's blowing towards me, so I'm going to have to lower these poles down, I think, this second. Woo! Okay, that might help a little bit. I got a little wet. I need to really drop them all the way down, probably. Oh, that's cool. Okay, where you get and what brand? Yeah, I don't know what brand. I need that ASAP. I might give you a administrator option too. They're mainly off grid. That way you can check out all these other guys' sites. They'd appreciate it if you go over and check out their channels and sub to them. And likewise, guys, check out Mainly Off Grid if you haven't. He's got some really good content. $18.99 on Amazon. Camping string lights. There you go. Yep, that's them. Yep. I couldn't remember. I know they sell the same ones on Temu, AliExpress, Amazon, eBay. I want to say I've seen them online at Walmart. Oh, buddy, I'm going to get wet. I may have to drop my tarp all the way down. It's starting to blow. I may have to do that real quick. Oh, and I forgot my rain gear. That's another thing I forgot. Can you believe it? Forgot my bug net. Oh, by the way, mainly grid, I'm sure you know, but I'm hammock camping tonight. Got my hammock stand on my truck. I can't get you over there. Doing my official first overnighter. I did one in my backyard, and it worked pretty good. But I was hoping I wouldn't have to drop these down because I don't want it to get so hot. Oh, buddy, I had to sneeze. Whew. Blowing in that, make my allergies go crazy. I may just have to back up closer to the back of the tarp here. I don't really want to drop the sides down and make it super hot under here. I guess I will if I have to. Really, the only thing I care to get wet, don't want to get wet, is my battery bank and my phone, obviously. If the wind don't pick up anymore, I'll be alright. Yeah, it's raining pretty good. I'm sure you guys can hear it on the tarp. Yeah, I've got it on my receiver in my truck. I've always wanted, instead of just a full hammock hanger for your receiver, there's always one tree, telephone pole, post or whatever. If you got one tree, then hook it to your truck. Works out good. I need to change out that 1 3/8 inch pipe for 2 inch. It's the only thing I really need to do differently. That receiver hitch is meant for a flagpole, and it's a heavy-duty one. It'll take up to 2 inch pipe. So I am going to upgrade that to 2 inch rigid galvanized, so I don't ever have to worry about rusting, bending, anything like that. That 1 3/8 inch, you have to use the ratchet strap to keep it from bending. Yeah, this is I may have to drop one side of it down. I'm going to have to push the rain. It's collecting up on the porch. Oh. Yeah, it's coming down pretty good. I don't really want to drop it all the way down because it will get roasty, toasty warm under here. It's really humid as it is. Yeah, I didn't know I was going to go live. Of course, I got my underquilt, and it's too hot tonight for an underquilt. But dummy me, I didn't bring my bug net. So to keep the mosquitoes from stinging your backside, I always use the underquilt if for some reason I don't have my bug net. Or I'll use another blanket to put underneath me to keep them from biting me. But, yeah. Just gonna hang out here for a little while longer and seeing if the storm's gonna get bad. Maybe later on tonight, I don't know if we're gonna get any more storms or not. But like I said, if it gets too terrible, I can retreat into the truck. That's one good thing about being tied to your truck. It was funny. Minnesota Mike said last time, he goes, "Well, I hope nobody tries to steal your truck when you're in it." That would be a rude awakening, but yeah, that wouldn't turn out too good. But being this close, I'm sure you'd hear somebody messing with your truck. Thanks, brother. I like that setup too. It's pretty simple, real quick. You can pretty much camp anywhere. You can always find at least one tree. And if you don't, I'm got in the works. I've got an idea for a standalone hammock stand. I don't like the Timza setup. It's too tedious. I'm going to make a 2-pole system that I believe is going to work pretty good. I want to make a video on it as soon as I get the 2 10-foot sticks of 2-inch galvanized rigid pipe. I'm going to make out of it. I've got the big ground stakes and the rope that I'm going to use for the system. One solid rope. I'm not going to give it away too soon, but I'm going to tinker with it and see if I can get it to work like I want it to. That way I can virtually camp anywhere I want. I mean, within reason. You're going to not want to carry 2 10-foot sticks of EMT, 2-inch EMT very far. I mean, you're not going to hike in with it, but I mean, like this is pretty remote here. Be a good spot to use them. Any campground that you go to, because you go to a lot of campgrounds that don't have the trees you need. You can usually get one tree in a campsite, but it'd be nice to be able to hang your hammock pretty much anywhere you can drive to. I want to get a rooftop tent and my truck set up for overlanding, and that way if I go out remote, most of the time remote like that you're going to have trees anyways, but like in the southwest, man, it'd be nice to go down to Arizona again and hang it in the middle of the desert. That would be really cool. Yep. So what's everybody doing tonight? Yeah, that worked pretty good, and the rain's kind of slowing down, so I can move back out a little bit. Oh, man, I'm kicking stuff around. Raining on you? Yeah, it's raining, Colby. It's starting to let up a little bit, so I think the hardest part went by. It's just a little part of the main cell. There's some big cells down in Arkansas I'm concerned with that are heading north. There's some pretty bad weather in those, but I think it'll be alright. Last time I was up here, I was in the Crew Hybrid flat lay hammock, and it stormed pretty bad. It was really heavy rain, high winds. I had to put my tarp down in storm mode on that camping trip. Now that it's not raining so hard, I ought to drop one side of my tarp down so the drain, it's collecting up a little bit of water. I love that sound, man. It makes me sleep so good when you get the sound of that rain hitting your tarp. That's another reason I like ASMR videos. I mean, you get to hear it when you're talking too, but it puts me to sleep quick. Now that it's not raining so hard, I'll drop that. I'll drop that one side down real quick and tie it up. Oh, now it's picking up. Bad burn it. I go to do it and it starts picking up again. Oh well. It'll slow down here a little bit. As long as the wind doesn't blow, I don't care. I just don't want to get my power bank and my phone all wet. Thanks guys, I appreciate you going out and check out Colby's channel. He does a lot of really cool fishing lives. If you guys haven't given me a like, I appreciate you hitting that like button. Appreciate you guys all coming and hanging out with me. Oh man, I should have brought my pole in here so I could push up on the tarp. I did get it to where it drains pretty good. When I go to bed, so I don't have to worry about it, I probably will drop the sides down enough to where they won't pull up, but I want a breeze still to blow underneath here since it's only getting down to 68 here tonight. night, so it's not going to be very cool. It's going to be a pretty warm evening with it's setting at 100% humidity right now, so it's pretty sticky and warm. It's still, well, it dropped, since the rain started, it dropped down to 77 degrees, so it does feel a little bit better. And with it cooling off a little bit, it deterred the wind, deterred the mosquitoes, so that's good. Plus I got my, oh, I just put it out again. Great. You move it too fast, you put it out, but I got my citronella candle lantern. Got my citronella candle lantern here. I'll put it up a little closer to me. But that's been deterring the mosquitoes. I did put some Avon Skin So Soft lotion. That stuff's amazing. Put that on for a base layer, and then put your eucalyptus lemon bug spray on. They haven't been biting me, but man, they've been buzzing around all evening before the rain hit. What everybody have for dinner tonight? Uh-oh, here we go. Let's talk about food again. Yep, donuts sound good. You know what? You know what? Oh, nachos. Oh, man. That's like one of my favorite things too. I love nachos, man. Oh, that sounds so good. I had something really good for dinner. I'm so full from dinner. I was going to go get something to snack on, but I am way too full. Way too full. I was wanting to make some coffee or hot tea, but with it's raining, I don't know if I'm going to get it done. Did you see my creation today in text? You know, I've got the, sadly to say, I've got the group text silent, so I can't hear it go off because it blows up my phone way too much. And usually when I'm in the middle of the night and I forgot to silence my phone, Woodsman's up at nighttime, and sometimes it goes off and wakes me up, so I have it silent. So that's usually why I don't see it and I don't respond much. And of course you can't get out of the group chat unless the creator removes you, so I'm kind of stuck in it. I'm not much of a group chat person. I mean, if somebody wants to text me individually and talk to me individually, I'm much better about that, but I hate my phone blowing up because the other day, or yesterday, I looked and there was like 98 messages. I was like, holy crap, man, if I had my phone going, it would have been going off all day. I'll have to check it though. I'll check it. Usually I check it a couple times a day, but I have to scroll way back and check everything out. I've got Google set up to where it organizes all the photos that you guys set in there, so I don't have to go scrolling all the way through my text. I can just go to the group photos and see all the photos that are in that chat. So it's nice to be able to see everything together. But I do check it periodically, and if that's why I don't respond when somebody asks me something in there, I don't hear it and I don't see it. Oh, you made a sling? Yeah, I should have brought mine out here. I got out here later than I wanted to today. I should have brought mine, and I need to get some video. I need to use it and get comfortable with it and start using it on my videos. It was really nice of Nolan to make it for us. They're a lot of fun. Those shepherd slings are a lot of fun. I need to get a band from the slingshot that Adam gave me. I don't have a band for it. I need to order a band for it and use it too. The rains went down manageable. I might be able to get my jet boil out and make me a tea or coffee. Some Capico coffee sounds pretty good right now, or English breakfast tea, hot tea sounds pretty good. Some coffee sounds really good, actually. I wish I had my really nice lantern and lights, night lights. I didn't realize I was going to do a live tonight. It was kind of a last minute thing. So, mainly off grid, I had nachos. What'd you have for dinner, Herbert? Matt, are you still in here? If you're in here, what'd you guys have? Colby, what'd you guys have for dinner? Den? What'd everybody have for dinner? If the rain subsides, I might make me a coffee or tea before I go to bed tonight. It is 8:35. Headed to bed, guys. Talk to you soon. See you later. Appreciate you coming in, man. Have a good night. I know it's getting late. It's, what, 9:30 where you're at? Getting late. Yeah, I probably ain't going to stay on much longer. I've already been on longer than I thought I was going to be. Wood float. You had a wood float? What's a wood float? A root beer float? Ooh, that sounds good. I guess that wouldn't be enough for dinner. I guess if you had a big enough root beer float, it'd be enough for dinner. I figured it'd be dark by now. It's still lights holding on just a little bit. 8:35. Toothpick and water. Yeah, the other night was talking about donuts so much. But yeah, like I said, I didn't want to say what I had for dinner tonight because it's kind of a surprise for what we was talking about in the live, and mainly off Grid's live. We were talking about some of it on his live, so I just wanted it to be kind of a surprise for the video coming out. I didn't want to spoil everything. Just like this, I don't know how this video is going to turn out. I had a pretty rough day doing videoing today, and then like I said, Tim stopped by, the caretaker of the property, and we shot the breeze for about an hour. So it was good catching up with him. Tim's a really cool guy, really good. But yeah, I hadn't talked to him since wintertime when I camped here last, and into winter, I guess. And yeah, it's always good to catch up with friends. He's a really cool guy. Like I said, this would be a really cool spot to do a meetup. If we don't do it as our meetup sometime here, I'd like to do a hammock hang here and invite some people out. But now that I'm not on social media at all other than YouTube, I would have to post it on the community post on YouTube about the meetup, and have maybe some of you guys, Dan, and some people else that have Instagram and Facebook post about it. But I'd like to get a Midwest hammock hang going. This would be a good spot to have one. White rice and hot sauce, black beans, and beef chunks. Boy, that don't sound half bad. Beef is always good. I love rice, man. That's one thing I can have with every meal is rice. Rice is so good. I like some good brown rice or wild long grain rice. Love it. We eat rice quite a bit. I like rice more than pasta, only because it's, better for you if you get the whole grain rice. Haven't had dinner yet. Someone went live and I hate to miss it. You could have ate. I appreciate you coming on here, brother, though. Yeah, I had just gotten through eating and I am stuffed. Man, I ate way too much. I shouldn't have tried to eat both of those. Whew. But yeah, I probably won't even feel like eating anything for breakfast in the morning. I brought a couple snacks to eat on the way home. If I need something, I might just get up, make coffee, and go. Depends on the weather. If it's storming like it was last week, I couldn't even make coffee. It was raining so hard, so I barely got my gear rolled up before the heavy rain started hitting. Yeah, way too much. Everything's on the east or west coast, man. nobody in the Midwest does anything, and there's a lot more hammock hangers. And I mean, not that you just have to hang a hammock. I mean, anybody be welcome to pitch a tent or whatever. But I mean, I like hammock hanging, and Randy's wanting to get into it. I mean, I'd like to get one started. There's quite a few hammockers around here, but I know he will. The caretaker of Holston Mills said he would post on his community page about any get-together that we have here, but he would rent out the whole property to us, so we wouldn't have to worry about others coming in. But this place is big enough. If our group gets here and we establish one area, I mean, other people could come down here too. It's not that really big a deal. Like I said, it's big enough, and we can wander off into the woods if we need to do our hammock hangs. He doesn't care as long as you don't leave a lot of trash around and tear up stuff. Go mudding. Yeah, too many East Coast hangs. Yep, for sure. Yeah, a lot of hang con. I mean, I don't ever want it to get as big as hang con or anything. I don't really care for that. I mean, if it ever did, that'd be cool, but it'd be a lot of work just orchestrating all of it. And if you want to get vendors to come, if you want to get classes scheduled for people, I would like to have, instead of having like famous people on YouTube come and do classes, I'd like to just, the people that come volunteer to do classes, whatever they specialize in or whatever they want to do, If they just want to mess around with slings, or if they want to mess around like Randy did the tomahawk throwing, if you just, each person want to do something, I wouldn't mind getting in the flip napping, but man, that's an art in itself. A lot of work. How many sites there? Actual sites. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 10, 11, 12. I'd say somewhere between. They don't have established fire rings and like site numbered, but what I call a fire ring is at least a site. Not all of them have picnic tables. Very few have picnic tables. They have very few picnic tables out here. But like established sites, I know there's at least 20, maybe 30. But there's room, open fields, and places where there's no fire pits. There's 2 bathhouse type places. One has a shower in it. The other one has 2 bathrooms in it. And then there's a little one down here by the mill. Out here on the end of the field where I'm at, on the opposite end, there's a little toilet house. They do have running water at least. They're not vault toilets. They do have water available out here too, so that's a plus. They have the creek, plus they have water and electric out here too if you want to pay extra for electric. Electric site's only $20 a night for RV hookup, and tent site's only $10. So it's a really good deal, and it's really remote, quiet. It's not big enough as far as established sites that it would ever get so busy that you couldn't stand it. Plus, you can get in this backfield where I'm at, and people don't go back here that much. And during the winter, the foliage is going to be, the underbrush is going to be, not the foliage, the underbrush is going to be dead, and you can get more tree access back here in the winter time. So when you do the fall and winter, you could, and even if I'd come down here and take my weed eater and clear out some of these trees back here in the back of this field, but this would make a really good area for hammock hanging back here. They have a big, huge, like, community fire pit behind me here, so you could have like a community fireplace like we did at Nobbut Lake. The only difference is you have to pay for the sites here. Nobbut Lake, you don't, so that's a plus there. But for a hammock hang, you're gonna have to pay to go somewhere normally. I don't have enough land. We could go down to other places, Mark Twain, and do it for free too. So it's not like a guarantee to have to do it somewhere where it's free. And he'll give us a rate if we want to. They do have a pavilion with a like a cook shack and a covered pavilion that you can use too if you want to rent it. I don't see no reason to use that. I mean, if we needed to bring pop-up canopies or whatever to put for food under or something. But I told him we probably wouldn't be interested in the pavilion. But yeah, something to think about. I was wanting to know if anybody in here would be interested. You know, I know you and Matt. Matt don't really do hammock camping, but he'd toss a tent out here with us, I'm sure. I guess I shouldn't call it a hammock hang. I'd really like to, just to see how many people I could get to come out with hammocks. But just do a meetup out here too sometime, and everybody camp however they want to camp. Rooftop tent, RV, whatever you want. But it'd be really cool to do a camp down here. They do have horse trails out here, but they don't really have walking trails. Oh, Woody gave you a hammock, did he? There you go. We could all do a hammock hang out here. But I know I could get Randy, probably Woodsman, 2 guys, might. He'd probably do a hammock hang. I don't know if we can get Dan to come down here again. I know it was a little bit of a trip for you. I haven't used it yet. Need to learn how to use it. Yeah. Let me bring you closer so I can read the comments a little better. Yeah, and that's one good thing about hammock hangs and other people doing hammocks. You can always get people to help you out with figuring out stuff. That's why I'd like to go to HangCon. Not that I'm not comfortable on my setup now and how I like to hang and stuff, but just to get new ideas and see new gear. Just like Corey with Majestic Hammocks has things figured out that he does differently that no other hammock company does, and just a lot of different things. A lot to see different other YouTube channels. There's a lot of YouTube channels that I haven't met that I'd like to that go to HangCon someday. I did get to see Sean from Rewild and everybody. I just didn't get to do a camp with Tony and Sean. I'd definitely like to do a camp with them too. But yeah, there's a lot of, I'd like to see Shug in person. I'd like to do a camp with him someday maybe. But that'd be fun. If you go to HangCon, you can hang out with all those guys. Speaking of the Squatchman. Yep. I knew he was lingering somewhere around in there in the background, even if he wasn't watching. I know a lot of people can't always watch. I've been on a lot longer than I wanted to or anticipated, but it's nice hanging out with you guys and chatting. I know we don't get to chat a lot. And I like this even more than doing actual videos because, I mean, with the actual videos, if it wasn't a nuisance doing lives all the time or premieres all the time, I do really like the premieres too because you can watch the video along with them and chat with them about the video as you're watching it. I really like that a lot. I have not done that yet on my channel, and I was thinking about doing it real soon, of doing a premiere. Editing and watching. Well, I appreciate that, Matt. Yeah. You don't always have to, you know, I know everybody wants to watch, and I'm glad we have a core group that watches and supports our stuff because it makes a difference. It really does. I'd rather have 10 loyal buddies like we have. Well, we have more than that, but I'd rather have just 10 that watches all of your and supports your channel 100% than 100 that doesn't hardly watch any of your videos. And I mean, it doesn't really support your channel. Just, you know, yeah, you need to get subscribers to hit that initial 500 or 1,000, but if you can't get them to support your channel, it doesn't really do you any good. Once you get that 1,000, then you can start weeding out, you know, the ones that don't support your channel. Really, I mean, to me, this is community. This is what it should be about, you know. If I can't get to everybody's live, I at least watch it after the fact. And if people, I appreciate, you know, if you guys wouldn't mind even putting an emoji up in the comments after the live post, that really helps out a bunch. It helps out just like your regular videos does, commenting on them. If you comment on people's lives, even if you've been in the live, if you comment after the live, it really helps the algorithm to circulate your lives out there. But yeah, this is, to me, especially when you're out, like I said, in wintertime and you got a lot of extra time of getting dark early and you got a lot of extra time. This is a lot of fun to be able to communicate and have fun with everybody. I was hoping to have a fire tonight, but I knew with it being hot for one, and I would have had to have it a long ways away, but with the rain coming in, I knew it wasn't going to be a good idea to have a fire. Emojis. Yeah, emojis, smiley faces, thumbs ups, whatever. That's what they're called, emojis. Yeah, put a little smiley face, thumbs up, whatever in your in the comment. As long as you put something in the comment, even if you put a blank comment and you comment, it helps. But put a thumbs up or cool or just hi in the comments. But yeah, emojis. Put a smiley face or a turd emoji or whatever you want to. Hey Randy, glad to see you back, man. Did you get your editing done? I haven't done a single editing, so I'm gonna be doing mine after I go to bed. Usually I get in my hammock, and if I wasn't doing the live, I would probably already be laying down editing and watching videos, because that's what I do too. I'll watch people's lives. Like Skeeter stays up late sometimes when I'm out camping, and I can watch his fishing lives. There you go. Herbert's got some eyeball emojis. I see you. Yeah, I like when you look into the woods and you see those eyes looking back at you. That's always cool. Get your headlamp on, which that's one thing I don't have on is my headlamp. That would help for lighting, wouldn't it? Now, where did I put it? There it is. Yeah, it's pretty cool when I get up to go bathroom. But I do use a urinal like Randy's got. So you don't have to get out of the hammock, which is nice. Gatorade bottle works good. TMI, I know. Let's see if I can get my headlamp on. I always forget to use my headlamp. If you shine it up towards the tarp, sometimes that helps for lighting. Yep, it won't work that way. I'd have to turn it upside down. I could do that. Turn it upside down, then you can flip it up. I don't know if that helps that or not. Not really. So funny. I hate when people shine it right directly at the camera, and you're like, well, that doesn't help any. Well, that helps a little bit. Not really. Okay, yeah, I knew what emojis were. I just don't know if you were meaning that they helped more than comments. No, they don't help more than comments. If you can't think of a comment or don't want to write anything, you can just put a thumbs up emoji in there, whatever. Any kind of comment works the same. It doesn't matter whether you type anything or not. Doing laundry, dishes, editing, etc. Yeah, I was doing all that yesterday and earlier today. Got all that caught up. I planned on going out yesterday, and I should have. That way I could have went down to Mark Twain. Wouldn't have had to worry about the rain. I could have had a fire. I could have probably fished. But the thing about down there is the sites that I want, or the places I want, are really popular. And this time of year is when people are down there. So if I drive over an hour to get down there and my spots are taken, I hate having to just go wherever just to find a spot. Here, I pretty much know I can get a good spot anytime I come here. And it's only 30 minutes from my house. So I can spend the $10 here because it's cheaper than spending $20 or $25 in gas down there and back. So to Mark Twain. So I do like having this place. It is remote. It's in the middle of nowhere, but it is like a campground. But it's a very rustic feeling campground. I mean, it's You got a lot of wildlife surrounding you. You got owls. You got the creek. You got a wet river creek. So you technically have two creeks in here. Like this time of year with all this rain, both of them are running. But the one that runs by the mill behind me has water in it all the time. Hey, bee-driven equipment. Thanks for stopping in. How you doing? It's doing an overnight hammock camp tonight, as you can tell in the description, or the title, I guess I should say. It's getting dark. I probably can't show you. Well, I could probably use the headlamp to show you my hammock stand that I made. My first, I guess, official overnight with my homemade hammock stand. Let me see if I can get you a shot of it. Oh, I'm not quite over there yet. You can see that? Yeah, you can see it. I've got a flagpole holder for up to 2-inch extra heavy receiver for my hitch, and then currently I only have an 1 3/8 galvanized pipe, which is thin wall. I wish it was rigid pipe, but yeah, hold up to 2-inch. I'm gonna get a 2-inch pipe for it, so it'll be more structural. With the ratchet strap on it, it's plenty tight, pretty tough. But I want to do it to where if I don't want to use a ratchet strap, I don't have to. Nice night for it. Yeah, it's nice. It was raining pretty hard there for a little bit and thundering a little bit, but it's cleared out and it's just lightly raining. Actually, I think it's just dripping off the trees, actually. I think we're kind of in between storms. We do have a storm south of us. I don't know if it's going to hit us. It's a pretty big storm cell, so I'm hoping it goes around us. Handy. Yeah, it's a nice little setup. I wanted somewhere, especially if you go to campgrounds, established campgrounds or whatever, and a lot of times there's not adequate trees that you need. So I'm going to make one that I can solely use off my truck. But I wanted one, if you have at least one tree, a telephone pole, a post, anything, you can still use my hammock. It's pretty cool. I like tinkering around with stuff and figuring things out to make it work. And I've got less than $30 wrapped up in that. So it's not break the bank like $250 for the hammock stand I want for my receiver. I'm not going to spend $250. I'll make one myself, but $250 for a stand is ridiculous in my book. All right, Dan, appreciate you coming in. Have a safe walk, and thanks for the support, brother. Get you something to eat. Have a good night. How are you, Foothills? Appreciate you coming in, my friend. You been in the garden? I bet that garden's growing good with all this moisture we've had. You can see all the bugs lighting these lights. Oop. Hear the thunder? We got another storm rolling in, it sounds like. Going to be inundated with thunderstorms tonight. Some severe, I think. Like I said, it didn't rain last night. I should have went out last night, but, hey, going to have fun. Going to ride it out. I got some of the heavy rain earlier on live, so maybe I'll get some more heavy rain for you guys here when it hits. Having watermelon as I watch. Ooh, Randy, put some salt on that. Mom treated me to Chick-fil-A. Oh, man. I'm glad you guys went out, honey. Everybody say hi to my lovely wife, Ashley. Did you have anything for dessert, sweetie? Chick-fil-A. Man, I haven't been to Chick-fil-A in forever. It's drowning since April 5th. We've gotten 2.5 inches of rain. Holy smokes. Yeah, it's been rough for a lot of people with their gardens. I feel bad. We didn't put one in this year. Well, we hardly ever do. I don't think we've only put one garden in since we've been where we're at now. And I'm glad we thought about it, but I'm glad we didn't, because it wouldn't have done good. Of course, salt. Yep, can't have watermelon without salt, right, Randy? Okay, Chick-fil-A. Man, it sounds so good. I like Chick-fil-A's as their traditional chicken sandwich, man, with the pickles on it. Oh, buddy. So good. That sounds amazing. So what all of you guys been doing? Did you tell Mom hi for me? I got that heavy rain a while ago, honey. I heard the thunder for another cell coming through, it sounds like. Being on here, I can't see the radar. Thanks, Randy, for reminding everybody to give a thumbs up. Yeah, this is the only lights I have, and I guess they're working all right. The lightning bugs are tremendous out here. It's amazing what a week's done. When I was out here last week, there wasn't half as many lightning bugs as there is right now, but there's a bunch of them out there. I ought to try to switch it around and see if you can see. Let me see if I can switch you guys around and see if you can see the lightning bugs. Oh, seen one. See if we can get another couple on. Oh, yep, there's one. See if you can get a couple more. Yeah, you can see that. Can you see the lightning bugs? They show up. I can see them in the picture. I'm gonna turn you here to the darker part and see if you can see the. There they are. I'm gonna turn you to the darker part of the woods. You might be able to see it better. There's one. But yeah, last week when I was down here, there was only one or two. Man, they're coming out thick tonight. Oh, there's a bright one. Wow, they're really bright. They're really big down here. I mean, when I was growing up, I'm sure you all, I know Randy did. He's a Texas boy. Catching fireflies and putting them in mason jars and making lanterns out of them. I love that, man. And you can fish with them. Use a small enough hook. Catch a lot of bluegill with them. Especially the beetles, the June bugs, man, those are really good fish bait. There still are. There's so many June bugs, and now there's a bunch of water beetles out this year because all the water. Hear the crickets and the frogs. I don't know if it's picking up the frogs and the bug noise. But yeah, it's in this area. Wow, that light's pretty bright. Thanks for doing all that, Randy. Appreciate you deleting all those messages. Yeah, there's a. I was hoping to get on video tonight the owls. Since the rain came through, they usually start hooting before dark or right at dusk. But with the rain came through, I think it kept them from hooting. Oh, you didn't do that? Make lanterns out of with fireflies or lightning bugs is what we call them here. But yeah, pop a hole in the top of mason jars and lid and fill that lid up with lightning bugs and make little lanterns out of it. We used to do that all the time when we went camping, my brothers and I did. That was woodsman. Yeah, I've heard woodsman talk about it. It's okay, Randy. Yeah, I've heard woodsman talk about it. I knew he had done it. It's definitely a Missouri thing for sure, but I didn't know. My cousins down in Texas would do it too, so I just assumed it was a thing everybody did when we was growing up. Oh, you didn't delete all the messages. Oh. Well, duh. It does say Woodsman. I didn't look to see who did it. I just assumed Randy did it. Thanks, Woodsman. You're awesome. From way back here, I just seen Ozark, so I didn't see Woodsman. Sorry, guys. Yeah, the lightning bugs, man. That's still fun. I would do it with my kids when they were little too. Love it. These are some really big ones here. I mean, I don't know if these are just bigger than normal or if they're just bigger this year. There's some really big ones. And they're super bright. Oh, there's a mosquito. Oh, was a mosquito. I killed that puppy. That extra rains brought the mosquitoes back out. Knock on wood, they're not biting though, so bug spray works and the citronella candle helps. Oh yeah. Wanting to see if I could get the headlamp. I guess right now would be a good time to put the game cams up, huh? I could probably run and do that. I don't know if I could do that. I guess I could put my headlamp on and do that and take you guys with me. You guys want to go with me and put the game cams up? I'm sure my phone's charged enough. I've had it on the battery pack 67%. I think that's a go. 67% ought to be enough to go and let's see if we can go and put up some game cams. Oh, buddy. Oh, old. Stiff sitting there in the chair. Let me turn you around here. Sorry. Blind you guys. Let's see. Let's go. Get the game cams out of the truck here. One positive part about being so close to the truck, if you forget something, oh no, that's never on your game camera. Drop it out of the truck. That's never good. Yeah, let's go. Okay, let's see. There's a tree there. Let's see. Go over here. This one could be the one pointing back towards. You think I ought to put one facing the hammock in case I fall in the middle of the night? I forgot who said that. Hammock Mountain said it. Or no, I think it was Dan said that I should point it towards the hammock in case it falls. But that's my setup. Now you can see pretty good at night out here with my headlamp. That's my setup from a distance. Let me get back here. And yeah, you can see it pretty good. But I'm backed up right to that group of trees right there. And I've got a pretty good canopy above me to help the rain too. So you know it was raining pretty hard to hear it hitting the tarp as bad as it was earlier. I need to get my other tent poles from you, Randy. I could sure use them. We need to get together and do like a fishing video or do some kayak camping, fishing, or just fishing. Okay. Let's see here. Hey all, hey Mission, how you doing? I'm just gonna set up my game cams here. I got 2 game cams. I was thinking about, what do you guys think about this tree here? Put one facing my hammock. Herbert said earlier that I should have one facing my hammock in case it falls to get it on video. Has such confidence in me. Oh, I was wondering why the legs, I have my bottom of my legs up. I was wondering why it wasn't working. Sorry to make you guys drunk here for a second. I'm going to adjust my legs on my tripod. There we go. I was thinking that tree right there, facing back. I can send it to you if you need to. Not a problem. No, I just hate for you to spend the postage. I'd rather me spend the gas and go down and us do fishing or something together and make a trip out of it to see each other and hang out than somebody spending, money on postage. Hey, northwest wind. Yeah, I'm having a fun night. Appreciate you. How you doing? Oh, can't see me. How you doing? Still can't see me. Whoa! Oh well. How you doing, Sam? I'm gonna turn you back around. I'm gonna put this game cam on this tree. You out camping, Sam? Yeah, I think I'm gonna put it on that tree. Nobody said yes or no, so I'm gonna put it on the tree, I think. If I can get a good enough view of the camp. This little tree's in the way. See if I can move it out of the way. Move it towards the back of the tree. I wish I had my chainsaw. I'd just cut that out of the way, because that needs to be cut out from that tree anyways. I don't know if I can get a good shot. Yeah, I'll put it down low enough. I think I can get a shot of the hammock. I can bend a couple of these limbs back. I think we can make it work. Get attacked by moths with a headlamp on. I think that'll work. Let me turn it on. Let's see how that works. What's that look like? You can probably see that, right? 210, I think a kayak camping trip would be awesome. Yeah, I do too. I think that would be really cool. Even if we just get to fish, I mean, I'd be cool with that too, but I want to at least come down there and do some fishing or something, or at the very least, if we can't make that happen, I figured I could come out and come down and get them and try to come down on your lunch break or something and go have lunch together or something at least. Was at Bible study all night and just found you. I appreciate that, Nolan. Thanks for coming in, brother. Yeah, I don't know when we can do that. And I know that cabin thing is more of a priority. Maybe I can just set up a time to come down and have lunch with you and pick them up or something. I'm about 45 minutes from Randy, Nolan. But I've got that game cam right there pointing towards my camp. So as Dan says, if I happen to fall at night, I'll get it on camera and it can be my blooper. But yeah, that's my setup, Nolan, if you haven't seen it. There's my hammock stand that I made off my truck so I can hang off one tree. So now I need to find, I might put actually both of the cams on. I don't know. Let's see here. If I get the light where you guys could see. There we go. If I could get a spot, I would like to get that filled in play. I could put another one on the side of that tree right there facing the field to see if anything walks out in that field, I guess. Or over here on one of these trees facing back in here. I don't know. Let me change the mode on my headlamp and see if it helps. Nope. See if I can. There's that picnic table I was telling you about, but the big community fire pit, look at that thing. It's huge. Be a good spot for community fire. I guess I could put the game cam back here and see if I can catch anything behind my hammock. But I was kind of thinking that field out there. I'll be trying to film the last of the Italy video tomorrow. Awesome. Hope that goes good for you, man. I might try to get some deer in the footage. I might put it on this tree, the second one on this tree too. That way I can try to get some deer out in the field. Because I know they come out here a lot. I'll just double up on the same tree. What's the worst? I won't get anything? At least I know I'll get me in a lot of the footage putting these cameras up. Get some of these weeds knocked down so they don't trigger the camera. Alright, I think that'll work. That took longer than I wanted. Later foothills. Well, I just wanted to give you a support, my friend. Gotta go. Good night, y'all. Good night, foothills. I appreciate you stopping by, my friend. Thank you for the support. I'm gonna head back over here under the tarp and plug my phone back in, but at least I got a break in the rain to put the game cameras up. Let me move back out. Oh, let me move out. Probably ain't gonna stay on much longer, really, to be honest. I've been on way longer than I originally wanted to. Oh, okay. I thank everybody for coming in, though. Oh, I may just call it here, and that's kind of how my everyday is. Let's see. I need to drop this back down so I can read that. I can't read it. There we go. A lot of finagling when you're moving the tripod around. Well, today was even more LOL. 18-mile bike ride. Training to run half a marathon with my girlfriend. Some panning, slag mining, weed whacking job, Bible study, and taking sis to gymnastics. Wow, that's a full day. Yeah, man, that's good. It's good that you take care of your sister like that too. That's awesome. But it's a lot of work, yeah, for sure. Stretches a guy thin. Nolan, geez, man, you definitely stay busy. I hope to fish with tadpoles this weekend. Yeah, if you can find a place to catch some good tadpoles, that'd be good. Yeah, there's a little Sioux runoff here that's good for catching tadpoles. Where I grew up, man, you could catch tadpoles all day long. Haven't done that in forever. I ought to do that sometime. appreciate everybody coming in here. I stayed on plenty long, and everybody's been gracious enough to chat it up with me. I know everybody's getting tired and need to go to bed, and I'd like to get some editing done and catch up on some of your guys' videos. There's a few more videos that I need to watch. I'm pretty much caught up on Randy's, Woodsman's, Two Guys, Nolan's. I need to watch some more of Mainly Off Grids. I can't remember who else, but I've got a few. After I do my editing, I need to do a few more videos I need to watch. I've got some more lives that I've missed of people's I need to catch up on. I did watch yours, Randy. I did watch all your live that I missed. Bunch of tadpoles in Johnny's pool. There you go. Don't have to go far to get those, do you? Those make good catfish bait. Boat camper. Yes. Yes, I did. I need to watch some of your older stuff, Den. I need to catch up on your older stuff for sure. Yep. I don't always comment. I need to make sure to start commenting on every video I watch. Some of them I forget to comment on. There for a long time, I'd never comment on anybody's until I found out that it helps the algorithm. When I first got on YouTube, I was real bad about never commenting. Hey, Cole Region, thanks for stopping in, brother. Did you get some bike riding in today? Yeah, the boat camper, man. That's great. That reminds me of when I was growing up, my aunt and uncle, or my aunt and uncle, my uncle and my grandmother would always rent a houseboat for like a week or two during the summer, and we'd get a houseboat on Table Rock Lake and spend a week or two out, and that was a lot of fun, a lot of fun. If you guys don't know Cole Region, go check out his channel out if you like a little exploring on bikes, little exploring towns. Really cool channel. He was at Tony's meetup. We got to meet him. Really cool cat. About too soon, actually. Cool. Yeah, I've been watching CNT's videos a lot, and those I enjoy watching their riding around on their e-bikes. Is pretty cool. Rose thought it was shocking that I was in their live the other night. She goes, "Fancy seeing you here." I actually enjoy it. It kind of reminds me of a guy my dad used to watch, but he did it in vehicles. He does kind of what you do, Cole, and on a bike. He used to do it in a vehicle, and he'd go around all the cities across the U.S. and explore the cities and tell you the population of the cities and the growth and everything, all the historical stats of the cities, and that was really cool. That was cool doing that with my dad before he passed away. I really enjoyed that. And then he also watched a guy, I cannot remember the name of his channel, but he traveled all over the world, all over the US on a bike, and he stealth camped everywhere. That was a really cool channel. I need to look that up again. I need to log back on my dad's YouTube channel and see if I can find that guy and see if he's still making videos. Yeah, Nolan. Yeah, uh, Outdoor McGee's got another. He got two recently new e-bikes that he's done reviews on. That one Camping with Champions got. That's a really cool e-bike. I like it a lot. Um, Tony got one recently. Quite a few people. I probably wouldn't turn one down either. I mean, I'm not much into e-bikes. I've got my dad's and my mountain bike, but I wouldn't mind having an e-bike, and I'd do some camping videos with the e-bike for sure. I could drive down here on an e-bike pretty easy. Oh, did you get a different mic than I got, or did you not get any mic at all yet? Yeah, those mics look pretty nice, Randy. I seen your post of it. You're right, Mission Discovery. Yep. Randy, I have a DJI mic. Yeah, I thought Nolan had DJI, but wasn't for sure. I do have. I don't remember what brand it is. It's not a name brand mic. It is Bluetooth. Um, Gosh, I can't remember the name of it, but it works really good. I was wanting to actually use them on this video, but I didn't. I'm using my Pixel Buds for this video I'm doing out here, um, which I didn't get much video done now that it's dark. But yeah, um, they work pretty good. I want to do a whole video with them and see how good. What I've tested of them, they've worked really good, and the range is really good on them. So they don't have a nice case to fit in like Randy's and recharge all in one case. I just wish they did do that. I would stay away from GoPro. I haven't heard good things. Yeah, I haven't either. I just don't really. I don't think I'm gonna get any standalone mics. I still don't think I. That one I did because they were pretty reasonable and I got them to try out. But I think I'm gonna stick with earbuds for now. I love my GoPros. Woodsman, you got some GoPro mics? I almost got a DJI, but decided on these ones because they seem smaller. Yeah, they are. I like the smaller, but I guess if you're going for mics, I like how people clip them on the bills of their hat, which, or the sides of their hat. Um, that's a good place to put your mics if you wear a hat. I know Tony puts his on his lapel all the time. Or if you're hiking, you can put them on your straps of your backpack. Works really well. Excuse me. GoPro is actually a tad behind Insta 360 or DJI mic, etc. for tech. All are great. GoPro appeal is actually how many accessories fit them. Yeah, that's true. I've seen a lot of overheating GoPro and shutdowns. Yeah, I hear that too. Even with the bad thing about GoPros is the extreme cold. They don't work good in the extreme cold, which a lot of electronic gear battles cold, for sure. I hear the DJI um, Osmo action cameras, the 4 and 5, do really good in cold as far as battery life. I've seen a lot of shut down. CNT on the way. Awesome. You guys gonna ride together? Cameras, I didn't know they made mics. Yep, they make mics. I have Osmo Action also. Does it do good in cold weather on the battery on the Osmo Action? Hey CNT, how you doing? Appreciate you coming in. I was thinking about hopping off here, but if you guys are gonna hang out with me, I'll stay on for a while. I ain't got nothing else to do other than editing and catching up on videos. Appreciate you coming in. I made you a moderator so you can subscribe to these guys in here if you would. I appreciate it, and vice versa. Check each other's channels out. If you guys like e-bikes and cruising around on e-bikes, CNT and Coal Region Explorer cruise around on e-bikes a lot and get some cool footage. I liked the other night when you guys were in Philly and all that really cool night lighting was so cool. Really enjoy watching them. The larks like you got to have. Huh. That's true about them if you don't set them up properly. Yep. Chatting about the GoPros. Thanks. Yep. You're welcome. 9 and 10 were allegedly bad with overheating. My 11 is great. Yeah, that's what I hear. DJI does great in the cold, not too well with hot though. Well, that's a trade. I do more camping and stuff in the cold anyway, so, but I don't know. If I do get any kind of action cam, it'd definitely be DJI Action, Osmo Action camera for sure. I guess they fixed That with feedback. It's the batteries that I don't like the cold. They extreme battery made to handle the cold as well. Yeah, I heard that. I haven't. Hopefully, it helps the extreme cold better. Osmo Action 3 is great. I had issues with the 4 and 5, not the 3. Huh. Yeah, I've heard some people having some problems with the 4 and 5. I didn't know if it was major problems or not. I haven't had problems with DJI stuff, knock on wood yet. Then, yeah, my Osmo 6 gimbal that I have, I love. Um, the tracking following me has had some issues here. I'm hoping this new update coming out helps that. Which I don't use the tracking a whole lot. I might get a 3, eventually a 4. What's the best camera to use instead of your phone? I would say a Osmo's Action 3, 4, or 5 probably would be my, because it's weatherproof. I like the Pocket 3 like Tony's got, but it's not waterproof. So if you're doing a lot of stuff in the weather and a lot of stuff outdoors like we do, um, really the Pocket 3 is not a really good option, I wouldn't think, because you're in the rain a lot and high humidity and like I think oh Tony's had to send his off to get it worked on because uh, bugs are this light's attracting the bugs bad. Um, he had to send it back to DJI to get worked on because his tracking, his gimbal, quit moving. The horizontal hold is awesome. Yeah, I'd like to mess with one. The voice command sucks. I'm good, Santee. How are you? I appreciate you stopping in here and hanging out with us. This light, the bugs are terrible with this light on. Especially at fire scenes. Yeah, the waterproof is definitely the way to go. I don't think I would like to chance having the Pocket 3 out in the weather and it get rained on or something. It's too expensive to chance it in my books. Yeah, I figured you guys would be live already. I had been on. I figured only doing an hour live, but everybody came in and started chatting, so I stayed a little bit longer. But I'm probably not going to stay. I keep saying I'm not going to stay much longer, but people start hopping in, so I hate getting off right when people hop in. Not tonight, definitely tomorrow. Yeah, we got some severe thunderstorms rolling in tonight here, so one just came through, and I think I'm in the middle of a little clearing now, so I'd like to get some stuff done before another storm rolls through. We have a chance for some real severe thunderstorms tonight. Yep. Whew. Mosquitoes and the moths are horrible. Holy cow. But yeah, I think I'm gonna get off here so I can do some editing and catch up on some videos too. I'm already at 3 hours on this live stream, so it's way, way, way longer than I planned on being. Hey, Alaska Wild Serenity, I appreciate you stopping in here. I'm getting, I'm getting combated by bugs. Excuse me. Joe having a live, fantastic. Hello from Alaska. Hey, I appreciate you stopping by. I'm definitely wanting to get off here because these mosquitoes are about to kill me. Yeah, I'm way behind. Yeah, good to talk with you too, CNT. I'll see you guys on another one of your lives, I'm sure. I'll hang out with you guys. Appreciate all of you guys coming in. If you haven't hit that thumbs up, I appreciate it. I thank you guys for stopping in and saying hi to me tonight and hanging out and giving me the support. And if you haven't checked out these channels, go ahead and check out these channels and subscribe to each other. Woo! I think I swallowed a mosquito. But yeah, I'll catch you guys later. Hope you guys have a good night. Excuse me. Wow. Man, these bugs. You can see these bugs flying around. That's bad. Woo! I will see you guys later. Have a good night. Thanks again, Alaska Wild Serenity, for stopping by. Thanks, CNT. Good night. Good night, Randy. Good night, Coal Region Explorer. Ah, sorry. Good night, Woodsman. Good night, Den. Who'd I forget? Good night, honey, if you're still in here. Good night, good night, good night. We'll see you later. Bye, guys.